Okay.
Bet.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Hello. Hello. This is probably the shortest time between episodes ever.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's a cool jacket. I've seen that jacket in so many YouTube videos. I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say the gamers wear them because that makes them sound lame, but I feel like I've seen a lot of people.
I never seen a gamer wear this.
Maybe they weren't a gamer. Maybe they were just cool and I mistook them for a gamer. Anyways, fucking hello. How's your week been? What's been going on in your universe, Manny?
Nothing.
Nothing else? No other movies? How's fucking Date Alive? Date Bayo.
Shitty.
Shield Hero. Shitty.
I dropped the Shield Hero. I can't press play on Shield Hero, bro.
Wow, it's that bad. Man, how many seasons did you watch?
The show is so over. It's so hyped. I don't know why.
That's interesting.
I was talking to my friend on the mic,
mm-hmm.
and he literally told me straight up, he's like, Manny, I think every show is good.
That's pretty funny. There are a lot of people who have that perspective. There's a lot of people who will watch stuff and just enjoy everything.
I can't stand those people. Bro, you can't because people say that can't articulate why they like a show.
Yeah, that's very true.
Everything good, you can't tell me why this one has good qualities and this one has a different good quality. You know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I seen that show. It's good.
Yeah, I think subconsciously people do recognize when something is better than something else. I think if you ask that friend, do you think Avatar: The Last Airbender is better than Shield Hero? They probably would say yes. There's probably a part of their brain that acknowledges that Shield Hero at least is not as good as blankety blank for XYZ reason.
But still,
it's annoying that they can't articulate it.
I can't even talk to him. His favorite show is JoJo. But it's but he said he likes Baki, and I was like, yo, tell me one good thing about Baki.
Mm-hmm.
The fights. I said, bro, there is no fighting in that show. There is no fighting, actually. And I explained it, and he's like, yeah, you're right. And he was like, well, I still think it's good. I was like, that's okay, but you never thought about anything else.
Yeah. I think we've, I don't know about you, but I think I've honed my skill to be able to talk about things. It takes effort to figure out how to articulate something. And I don't think a lot of people talk about shows critically in the way that we talk about it. So
yeah.
I think for a lot of people it's difficult to to articulate that
right.
stuff. It's interesting. Are they the outliers or are we the outliers? Who knows?
I think we are.
Yeah. I think so too. The best kind of people are the people that like everything, but they can say why they like everything. Those are the people I enjoy.
I don't like people that like everything.
Yeah.
Bro, Baki's fire, bro.
We'll see. I have to judge Baki for myself, but I like I was saying a while ago, I can derive value from from like most things, and as much as I criticize anything, I can acknowledge the good in it as well. So I'm just more of a cynic, negative piece of shit, which is why I will talk about the negative stuff more than the positive stuff most of the time. But there is literally like, I do enjoy something about everything. I don't think there's anything that I've enjoyed nothing about. Even things that I've given like a 1, like Earwig or even Poppy. Yeah, that's a whole dense conversation that I can only touch on a very surface level. Yeah. Who else do you talk about with anime with? Is there anybody else that's like enjoyable to talk about anime with? Like
Nope.
these conversations? No? What about your friends at work? The one that gets JoJo tattoo? Is that the same guy?
I can talk to him about JoJo. That's it.
Wow. Oh, Fruity Pebbles. Yay. S tier.
Yeah, everyone is just a casual. That's fine.
Yeah.
And people be like, yeah, like bro, like I watch anime, bro. Like, yeah. Well, you literally only seen like 6 shows, bro.
Yeah. I know. Oh, I've had that enthusiasm of like, oh my god, you watch Thing, and they're like, yeah, bro, like a comic got killed. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I don't. It's tough. I don't.
Cause there's this dude at work who like he thinks he's a tryhard.
Oh no, not that
But,
guy.
like, he thinks he's a tryhard, but I'd be like, yo, and he's old. So I'm like, yo, you seen Yu Yu Hakusho? No. You seen Rurouni Kenshin? No. Have you seen Wiki City? No. Have you seen Ninja Scroll? No. Have you seen any Ghibli movie? No. Like,
oh man. Yeah.
I'd be like, Berserk? No.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
I met people like that too.
Don't try to articulate yourself as like a tryhard.
Mm-hmm.
Everything near get it? No, like no. What's your favorite show? Like, he said his favorite show is Gurren Lagann. I respect it a lot.
Yeah, I respect that a lot too. I would love to rewatch that. It's been a very long time. That's something I would need to give another watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, being a tryhard is like relative to your perspective on what being a casual is. So that guy's probably like, everyone watches Dragon Ball, but I watch Death Note and Bebop. I'm a tryhard. and to a certain like sect of people, that is being a tryhard, and it's I don't want to take that away from them. If that's what they enjoy, and if that makes them happy, then that's okay. But it's upsetting to me because I'll go up to someone and be like, "Oh my god, like, okay, you're really into anime? Like, have you heard of Wicked City?" And it's like, "What's Wicked City?" Oh, okay, well, what about Berserk? What's Berserk? I was like, "All right, well, never mind." It's like that with movies too. A lot of people will say that about movies.
It's like the funniest thing, right? When it comes to anime in real life is that I don't look like I watch anime, or I don't like carry myself like I watch anime.
Yeah.
You can't see me and derive that information from you.
Mm-hmm.
But when I start talking about anime to people, they think I'm an extreme casual.
Yeah.
And then I show them my list, and I've seen like literally times like 15 as much shows as they like seen, you know?
Right.
It's always funny seeing people's reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, I watch anime. Like, what do you want? I showed them the list, bro. Like,
yeah.
This is the list, bro. The list.
I know. The list. Yeah, it's interesting.
Because I can tell when people watch anime.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it off people.
Yeah, they walk into the room. it's like you they don't say it, but you know that there's like this weird urge, this weird desire to say Date Bayo right when they walk into the room, and you're like, I see it. That's the guy. Hey, what's up, man? Have you seen Date Alive? Shit sucks, right?
Actually, no, Date Alive is actually pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ending the conversation right there.
Yeah. So there's a couple things I did this week. The last call was on May 10th, and what's today? Today's the 15th. Wowzers. It's only been like 5 days. Yeah, so when did you watch the movies? I watched Blade Runner and Paprika today, because I was very busy in the rest of the week.
I watched Paprika yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much watched Saturday, Friday. I watched it Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Gotcha.
I watched what's the 3 movies we're doing?
Summer Wars.
I watched Summer Wars, then Blade, and then
Paprika. Yeah. Do you still do the order in that, like, in the way of like least interesting, most interesting, I kind of just watch whatever I'm feeling in that moment.
I do. I watch depending on the time. Like Summer Wars is a 2-hour movie,
right?
So I kind of knock that out first.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I just watch that.
Yeah.
I like watching Paprika last was good because it's a short movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I also watched Paprika last, just out of circumstance. But there were some other things that I consumed before that. Got to pull up my itty bitty list. I really was trying to finish the first season of Fate Zero before I hopped on the call, but I didn't finish it. I'm like 11 episodes deep, and I have 2 episodes left in the first half of Fate Zero because it's like a 26 episode thing. And so far, I really like the characters. I really like the story. I was very sold on it when I started it on the last episode, and since then, getting through the thing, the concept really sets up for like, I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but like Death Note level moments, because it's like mind games. It's like chess with like 7 people. Like no one knows anybody's power. You can approach every single battle in like a really unique way. So when everybody like rolls up together and like half of them reveal their power and their form, it's like, damn. It's like, okay. And then when the focus feels like it's being pulled to Castor because of what Castor is doing, and because he's like killing all the people with his master, it's like it feels like the potential of this narrative is getting funneled in like this one direction that is not as interesting. And then everybody, instead of it being mind games of like, how am I going to kill this person without having to fight them, the mind games are like within the fights, and it just kind of becomes like a normal, I don't want to say, maybe this is like an exaggeration, but it feels like I'm watching like a normal battle anime, which it's like, I mean, I guess that's the point. You know, they all have powers, so I should expect some fights, but I feel like it could be cooler, and it's not done yet. But the last episode I watched was when they like all sat down and they all talked about their ideals, and the writing in this show is good. I like all the characters. They all have good lines. There's always good dialogue and good moments between them, which is evident because it was based on like a visual novel. So I expect that from the show. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So did you watch, there's Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, and then Fate Unlimited Blade Works. Yeah.
I watched Unlimited Blade Works and Zero.
Okay. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch Night, but
I think Fate Day Night is the original. Is this? It's too outdated. It's too old.
yeah, yeah, it looks.
I will watch movies. Interestingly enough, the movies on Mal at least, each the movies apparently to my anime list get better with each one.
Interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder how we're gonna do that. I wonder how that call is going to work. If we're gonna like talk about them as if it's
I just do like one per episode.
one per episode. I was thinking we
Yeah,
could do all.
they're 2 hour. They're 2 hour long movies.
Yeah, I was thinking we could do all three of them in one. Maybe that wouldn't be as interesting. Maybe you like to keep it spicy and varied, but it'll be so cool to like call the title The Fate Trilogy, or I don't know. I think it would be cool. I wouldn't have to even split the wallpapers. I would just put like the main nigga's face on the thing, and everyone would be like, "Whoa, they're talking about a whole trilogy. That's crazy." But yeah, yeah, we'll see how we do that. I do like these characters and I do like this story. It is pulling me through, and the dub isn't bad, so I can just like have it on in the background without giving it my full attention. But yeah, that's that. I watched Fate, and then I went to the movies on Friday and Saturday, and I saw a movie called The Happiness of the Katakuris, which is so fucking bonkers. This was the movie that I was going to recommend, and I was like, should I recommend this? I know this is a weird movie. I know it's like really out there, and it might not be good to recommend. And I'm mad that I didn't recommend it, but I'm also happy I didn't recommend it because I don't think you would have liked it. But I think it would be a very interesting discussion because it's crazy. It's a crazy movie. How do I even explain it? It's like I don't even know if I can compare this to anything. It's I think if I had to compare it to anything, I'd compare it to JoJo, because it's basically about like a family that is renting. It has like a guest house, and they want people, like they want to make money by renting rooms out to people, like it's like a little hotel or whatever. And the whole plot is that like weird people keep coming to the hotel and insane shit keeps happening at the hotel that they like don't expect. And just imagine what would happen in an episode of JoJo, and that's basically what happens in the movie. It's very wacky and insane. Giving examples or like trying to explain it in words would not do the actual thing justice. A clip on YouTube would do it more justice. Watch a clip of The Happiness of the Katakuris. It's very interesting. And the reason why I watched this movie to begin with was because it's directed by a guy named Takashi Miike, who has directed a lot of try-hard Japanese movies. And I've seen some of them, and I would love to recommend some of them. I think that you would enjoy some of them. And this was another one of those movies that people talked about. So I think if I had to gauge like the quality of the movie, I think it's a try-hard movie that even exceeds my like capability of like appreciating it fully. So I don't think that the actual quality of the movie is bad, but I think my enjoyment was on the level of like Wicked City. I think that it was like a 5 out of 10 experience, but it was cool nonetheless. It was a very interesting movie. In the same way that Wicked City was like insane and wacky and like, what the fuck is going on? And it was kind of a mess as a result. This movie is also that, but I don't think it was as poorly executed as Wicked City. I'll definitely watch it again when I'm older. This is a movie that I plan on buying a Blu-ray of and enjoying in its full glory. So I watched that. And then I watched a movie called Audition. And this was another one that I was considering recommending. The history with this movie is interesting. I watched this movie on my 21st birthday, which was last year, and it was the same day that we did our first episode, which is interesting because I watched ping pong, and then I hopped on the call with you, and then we did our call, and then after our call, I watched this movie. And when I watched this movie, the only reason I watched it on my 21st birthday was because I heard a lot of hype about it, and it seemed like a movie that I would enjoy just based on the poster. And I was like, all right, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to fucking love this. And then I didn't fucking get it. And I was like, what the fuck? That was so try hard. I feel so stupid. It was like 2001: A Space Odyssey. It was like, what the fuck am I supposed to derive from that? But this time, it really worked for me. I enjoyed the movie so much this time, and I've been thinking ever since I watched it how to articulate like my experience with it. It's basically about this guy whose wife passes away, and then he like there's like a time skip, and it's like 7 years later. His son is like all grown up, and he's like working at his job and da. And then he wants to get a new girlfriend. So he starts an audition for like a movie to kind of get a bunch of hot girls to come to him, like I don't know, like it was fucking Tinder. And it was basically
genius.
Yeah, I guess it's very smart for someone in his position. It's and the movie is basically like it's like okay, this is how I wanted to explain it. It's like the theme of Fooly Cooley with the tone of Jinro. So it has like the slow, brooding, like methodical, Blade Runner-y Jinro kind of pacing, but it has like the themes of like lust and like, you know, how it affects like the people that you're interested in, that kind of thing. And it's so good, and it and then it transforms. I don't want to like spoil it, but it starts off as one movie and then it turns into a completely different movie. And the turn is like, like I was like, the whole time. I was like, no way. It was such a fun experience. And I walked out of it thinking that this might be my second favorite movie. I love it. It's fantastic. It's one of the coolest movies I've ever seen, and it really connects with me. I've come to realize that like the theme of like men not being perfect, like American Psycho, Devilman, Berserk, fucking Saturday Night Fever. A lot of my favorite movies have that like core premise. So that's why I really liked Audition. It's cool, and it is like Jinro-y, where it's like if you're not fucking with the vibes, then it might be like boring. There's a lot of movies like Jinro in that vein where it's there's like barely a story, and it's mostly about like, are you deriving emotions from the visuals and from the music and like what we're trying to communicate? Are you feeling it? You feeling it, Mr. Krabs? And I was definitely feeling it. So yeah, that's like a 10 out of 10. One of my favorite movies of all time. And that's all I watched. I realized that I didn't talk about the Doctor Strange movie at all, and we don't have to really get into it, but being that you're probably never going to watch it, do you know like anything about it? Do you know like any of the stuff that happens in it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know if you care, but I thought it would just be cool to explain to you if you didn't already know about it, because it's pretty wacky and interesting. You know, like
fucking stupid.
You think so?
The thing is, that scene where the dude was like, our boy right here can like his ability to speaking, and then like he dies.
Yeah.
That was so stupid.
Did you see the movie?
No.
Oh,
I've seen that clip though.
you seen that clip? It's the context was that Wanda like teleported into their universe and she took away his mouth like when that happened. And then he screamed and then his head fucking blew up like Invincible.
Yeah, it's like, why would you tell her that shit's a bit?
I never thought about it that way. I guess.
You never thought about that? I thought that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen, bro.
I guess so. Yeah.
My boy right here, bro. Better watch out for him. He can speak me down. Okay.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. That's true.
That was ridiculous.
That's fact. So did you see the rest of that scene? Like,
yeah, and he turns his mom's spaghetti. Yeah.
Mom's spaghetti, knees weak, arms are heavy. Oh, Jim, fucking, is that his name from The Office? Jim, John. I don't know, but
I don't know.
That's who he was. It was really funny seeing him turn into string cheese. I was like, no, she's killing him. It was really cool. Did you see the part with Professor Xavier?
Yeah.
Yeah, she fucking they had a mind battle and she mind fucked him and he went and then he just like fell in his chair. It was so cool. I enjoyed the movie. I guess there were a lot of stupid moments, but they were just like so shocking. There's no Marvel movie that ever had that like degree of violence. So when I saw fucking Mr. Fantastic get ripped apart and he's like, I'm like, no, Reed. But yeah. A lot of people seem to be on your side. No one likes the movie. But I thought it was cute.
It's just so like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I like Doctor Strange too.
Doctor Strange is my favorite character. That's why I was like really enthusiastic for this movie. And I think as a Doctor Strange movie, it was very good. His arc was like really cool. And he did a lot of cool shit in the movie. At least I think he did. I know you're not really into them. I guess you said Batman was your favorite superhero, but besides like Batman and Spider-Man, which is like everyone's answer, do you have like a third?
Spider-Man's not my second hero.
Oh, who's your second?
Where'd you get that from?
No, I didn't say it was your second.
Was that like a guess?
I said that a lot of people's first answer would be Spider-Man and Batman. I know you said Batman, but
Me, it's like Batman, Green Lantern, Flash.
Black or white Green Lantern?
I just like Green Lantern. Then.
Okay.
I like Hal Jordan and the other guy.
Yeah. The other guy? I don't know his name either. Look it up. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Black Green Lantern. It's going to be like Tyrone or something.
John Stewart.
Oh, John Stewart. Okay, it's just John. That's good. Glad they didn't name him something very specifically black to try to appeal to the kids. Yeah. Speaking of Flash, if Flash is your favorite superhero, have you been seeing all these antics that Ezra Miller is getting into, beating the fuck out of him?
I had no idea until someone at work told me.
You have no idea. You've never seen that like clip where the woman's like laughing and he's like, "Oh yeah, you think that's funny?"
No.
Look up Ezra Miller choking a bitch.
That's a real clip?
Yeah, that's a real clip. Is
that like real life or a movie?
No, that's real life. That's real life. Ezra Miller choking woman.
Hold on. Insane clip, bro.
Yeah, I know. That was so long ago. That was a really long time ago. And he's been doing insaner stuff recently. That hasn't been caught on camera.
This is like the most insane clip I've seen in a while.
Regardless of the context, I think they were like joking around. He was really aggressive. He like brought it to the ground.
Bro, the cameraman was like, whoa, bro.
Yeah. Dude,
that is insane.
I know. And he's supposed to. They're supposed to. They're supposed to be making a Flash movie in the same vein as like, Spider-Verse, right? I mean, not Spider-Verse, like Spider-Man No Way Home, where it's like, oh my god, all the Flashes are coming together, and look, it's all the Batmans like in the same room. It's because Flashpoint. They want to kind of do that, but he's the main Flash, and he's like doing like stupid shit. It's like, and now they're trying to like replace him. How the fuck are you gonna replace him? You already made the movie. Oh my god, it's like, if I was a dude at like Warner Brothers, I'd be like, dude, what are you doing? Like, come on, we're trying to make a movie. Dummies.
He's fucked, bro.
Yeah, it's really insane. I don't know what's going on with him.
He is insane.
He's in like a bunch of mainstream movies, and he's been doing cray. He's in like the new Harry Potter shits. He's like a main character in those. It's so, oh man, it's really funny. Drama is yummy in my tummy. I love it. it's fun. Certain stuff. Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp. I don't know who's more right or wrong, but there are some great clips from that shit.
Yeah, I know that. The clips are incredible.
Did you see the one where like the lawyer's asking the dude a question and like
he said objection here today?
yeah.
It's literally like, again, bro. I'm not joking. This is one of the most insane clips, bro.
Yeah, I know. Like, oh my god.
Here's a.
It's like, what the
Where do they find these people, bro?
In the corner of the cafeteria where the casuals are, playing the 3DS. That's where they find them. Oh, damn it, man. It's so funny.
This.
You want to know?
Is crazy.
Life is crazy, Manny. You want to know what I was thinking about recommending? I was thinking about recommending Pirates of the Caribbean, but I felt like that was too on the nose. But I do want to watch it now.
I don't want to watch it.
Okay. It seems so cool. I feel like I would enjoy it. I'll watch it on my lonesome. I'll tell you about it. Yeah. So go ahead.
I got some movies I want to watch. Real life movie.
Ooh, you got like another one for the next one? You have like one penned up?
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, cool. So the only other thing is the Kendrick Lamar album. Did you listen to that?
I'm not done listening to it.
Yeah, I'm also trying to take my time with it. I listened to the first. I'm trying to listen to it, and I listened to the first two songs. And I'm like, okay, let me run that back. I think I missed something. So I've just been doing that like a lot. But
I listened to like the first 9.
Yeah. Oh wow. How many songs are on it?
18.
Wowzers! Big Chungus album.
It's a double album.
It's a double album.
Yeah. So it's like the first 9 is Mr. Morale. The second 9 is the Big Steppers.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'll listen to it with that in mind. Fucking. Did you I was thinking about. You said like you like Drake a lot. What is your favorite Drake album? Do you have one? Is that like Views?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's on the tower.
Mm-hmm. He's not actually on the tower, is he? That's photoshopped. I constantly think that.
He probably has enough fucking power in Toronto to get up there.
Yeah, he probably does. Fucking. I think my favorite is the If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. I remember in high school, I was like feverishly like refreshing like SoundCloud and Spotify. I'm like, where is this album? And I remember someone uploaded the leak, and I remember I like clicked on it. I got to hear it once before I got taken down. I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. I was like, this is amazing. This is the best shit I've ever heard. And then I remember in school, like, people were like, yo, it's out. I'm like, no way, bro. I just gave up. I didn't know it was out. Oh my god, it's out. And I was like, it was so good. Because I think that album came out after he did the Future album like the Diamonds. I don't know what it's called. And I remember being so fucking mad that album only came out on Apple Music. I was like, what the fuck, Drake? What are you doing? That's so stupid. Apple Music sucks, especially when it first came out. That shit was ass. But when it came out on Spotify, I was so happy. And it was so good. It was like... say again?
That's actually funny. Like,
yeah. Do you remember that day? I remember it so vividly.
I wasn't...
I remember what the sky looked like. I was like, holy shit.
I was really into Drake. Like
back then. Yeah.
I just couldn't
fuck with him.
I just couldn't relate to what he was talking about.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what he's talking about. I just like his voice.
No, that album is like more of a rap album. So that one, there's a lot of songs I like on that back then to this day, but like,
yeah,
I didn't really get Drake until like 2017.
When you say get Drake, what do you derive from him like now? Because I didn't listen to Certified Lover Boy or anything like that.
Because I like Drake because Drake's very mysterious. He's a mysterious guy.
Yeah.
And he the shit he says in song. Huh?
Salsa in the cum.
Yeah, exactly right. The shit he says in songs is fascinating me. Like, whenever he talks about women, like this is a song it's called Losses, and he would be like. He was talking about this girl. He never says the girl's name. It's like he's talking about this girl, and like whenever he talks about girls, which is most of the time,
yeah,
I really tone in and listen because like I can actually relate to now. Because back then I wasn't getting no bitches.
Right.
Now I get somewhat type of bitches, you know. So I actually relate.
Right.
So, and plus like I like his rapping style because Drake doesn't say random shit. Like
right.
Drake never says like random shit, bro. Like he's always talking about someone or something, and I like trying to decipher what he's talking about. So,
yeah.
Like this one song, he's like one of my favorite songs from him. He's like he says so much like fire shit in the song. Like one is like my enemies send me a text that they can never send me. He says a lot, and he's talking about the mafia a lot. Like he sees himself like as like a mafia boss. The whole song is about that, and it's like it's so crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, I know when people think of Drake, they don't think of him as like a lyricist.
Yeah,
but I like listening to Drake's lyrics.
That's cool.
And whenever he talks about bitches, I like that.
Yeah, it's fine. He feels like a I don't know. Maybe these aren't very comparable, but he feels like, at least for me, like a Kanye-esque character where it's like, wow, I wish I could be like that, but I'm not. And just hearing him be like, I get the pussy on the chain wax, and I'm like, oh man, Drake, it sounds so fun. I'm happy for you. I'm going to continue listening to this song and pretend I'm you.
Yeah, Drake's just always talking about something.
Yeah. Dude, when Back to Back came out when I was like in middle school, I was like, this is the best day of my life. Oh man.
What is that?
When the Meek Mill diss track came out, Back to Back.
Oh yeah.
I was like, dude, because once again, I listen to music very casually. So like he was rapping simple enough to where I could decipher it. It was like, is that a world tour or your girls tour? I was like, no fucking shot. No way he said that. Oh my God. I just love that. I thought that was so good. Oh my God. I can't believe you can't recover from that. Is that a world tour or your girls tour?
Yeah. Same thing with that diss, like the diss, like it wasn't very like hyper lyrical, right?
Right.
But it's like it was worded in a way that like a try hard or casual can enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drake's,
that was an incredible time in music.
It was fucking. Yeah, I enjoyed Drake. I really love the motto. I know that's like an easy one, but there's like 2000 to 2010s like rap There's like early Lil Wayne, early Drake, early Eminem. That's all the stuff that like really connects with me. I know that's like white boy rap, but that's the shit I was listening to. Yeah. What shit were you listening to when you were like 10?
Whatever was on the radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On the radio. That's cool.
I used to read like T.I.
I used to like T.I. too. Bad bitches, no mediocre. He's so cool. I was like, why is his name called T.I.? Is there a reason? I don't know.
It's probably his initials, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Trevor Isaiah. That's just my name, guys. It's not that cool.
You know, the rappers' names always are interesting.
Are they interesting now? I mean, I guess they are interesting in how everybody's just the same. It's like Xbox gamer tags. Like, no one cares.
T.I.'s original stage name was T.I.P. Tip.
Yes, I remember that. I remember looking that up, and then he had to change it because someone else was named Tip, and then he changed it to T.I. and he realized, oh wow, that's actually cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was saying that because, like, you know how Travis Scott's name is not Travis Scott.
I did not know that.
What's not his name?
What's his name? Dan.
It's Jaquise Berman Webster.
Webster. Oh, that's funny. That's interesting.
He just like Tory Lanez. Like Tory Lanez, not his name.
Wow.
His name is Daystar, like Daystar, like a JoJo character.
Daystar. My stand is Tory Lanez. And he's going to put a hot verse.
Talking about Tory Lanez, Drake had a bar for him. These guys were beefing.
Oh boy.
They cornered him. Drake said, hold on.
You can look it up.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'll be real quick. Because I know exactly where it is in the song.
What song?
Do Not Disturb. One of my favorite songs from him. He says, nah, it's on More Life. He said, okay. This is a long one. So he said, always trying to let go of anything that will burden me. That's the reason you can feel the tension and the urgency. Last chance I get to make sure that you take it personally. Take this shit to heart. It's always executed perfectly. If we do a song, it's like taking my kids to work with me. You overnight celebrity. You one day star. So I told you that I'm in this bitch for eternity. I'm a reflection of all your insecurities. Behind closed doors, a lot of six God worshiping. Done talk now, because there's other shit that's concerning me. He killed him.
Wow. That's so cool.
The thing is, like, a lot of people don't even know he's talking about fucking Tory Lanez, because no one knows his name is Daystar.
Right.
It was like, you one Daystar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so fire. That's really
And then when he said, I'm a reflection of all your insecurities, it's a mic drop right there. He could have ended the song right there. He kept going.
Dude. Diss tracks are fun. When they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Rap beef is so interesting. Sometimes it's like so trivial and it's like, don't even make a fucking diss track. Shut up. But other times it's like, oh my God, he called his mom a faggot. It's good. Rap is fun. I like rapping. Yeah.
I had to save this Ezra Miller video to my watch list.
I was imagining Manny in the middle of the night. Oh my God, I still can't believe it. Your Flash movie is never gonna come out.
I never liked him as Flash anyway.
Yeah, he looks fucking weird. He's got a weird face. He's not manly. He's like a geek. They turned him into like a Spider-Man. I always saw Flash as like a grown ass nigga that is a geek, but he's like a grown up. He's like early late 20s, like grown up, but he's really smart.
My favorite Flash is the Justice League Flash from the show.
Yeah, and isn't he like that?
What?
Like
he's goofy. Like you don't really see his geek side because he's the jokester there.
Yeah,
but it's never like it's not like nerdy jokes.
Yeah.
He's not like a loser.
Right.
Like first time he saw Wonder Woman, he was trying to bag Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
That's the type of shit I want to see. But like this Ezra Miller version, he's like, I have no friends. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, that's so funny. Wait, you've seen Justice League?
No.
Oh, okay.
I seen that clip.
Yeah. Have you seen? Okay, so you haven't seen the Zack Snyder like Justice League? No.
Too long.
That would have been so interesting to talk about. Very, very silly movie. Everything was in black and white.
Dude, fucking that movie, like DC has such a problem.
I know.
It's not. It's just like the way the movie looks is. I can't take DC series, bro.
Yeah, you can't.
Because like I know they want to make like it dark.
Not anymore.
Bro, like even if you look at the last movie, like Batman vs Superman, I don't get why Superman's suit is so dark.
Because they think it's
like the hero of the world.
It's the same philosophy as why the X-Men in the X-Men movies didn't wear their classic costumes. It's like, we can't make them look cool. They're gonna look fucking stupid if Wolverine's wearing yellow, but it won't. Just make Superman wear the red and blue shit. He looks badass because he's Superman.
Yeah, he should be the stark like.
Yeah, I know, right?
Difference between the backdrop of the whole film. Like it's Superman. This dude is a god.
Yeah.
To us. It's like he's wearing a fucking pure black suit matching Batman. Then Wonder Woman comes in and she's also wearing like a black suit. So bizarre. It's like, dude, can we just get there like the outfits right first?
Yeah.
Then we fucking make a script.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, dude.
I know.
DC's fucked.
It is fucked. They just do the standalone ones now. Batman standalone, Joker standalone, Suicide Squad. It's basically standalone. I don't even think their crossover is like a thing anymore. Fucking.
Let's keep it like that.
Yeah, they can't even do Aquaman because Amber Heard wants to be trifling. Now Aquaman's on the back burner because she had to be a bitch. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who's wrong or right. I don't know. But everybody keeps making fun of her because I don't know. She trifling.
Yeah, the world's pretty much on Depp's side.
Yeah, but we'll see. I don't know. The world was on R. Kelly's side, and we were all wrong on that one. So, well, I'll wait. I'll wait to see what the final verdict is, and yeah.
I'm surprised it's even
still going.
These things take so long. If I was a judge, I would be.
Yo, just shut up, bro. Watching the like, they play it live too. Watching it like live is painful. It's like, dude, this is so trivial in the grand scheme of this like narrative. Like, I bet this is not going to amount to anything, but it's like, those are the rules. Like, you have to go through every fucking nook and cranny, every, you know, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Ugh. Did you see the thing with Jesse Smollett, about him lying about being a fucking?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, you saw that Kendrick song, right?
Yeah, I saw it when it popped up in the Kendrick song. He was like, "Witness protection," and it popped up as his face. I was like, "No shot! Oh my lord, that's insane!" It was really good. That resonated with me a lot.
Song is incredible.
Mm-hmm. I literally like
one of the best like rap songs I've ever heard.
Yeah, I really like the music video. It really enhanced the lyrics. It was
like you have to see the music video.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Yeah, it's like you
so
said.
Good, bro.
sometimes like you don't know what they're talking about, but with the video, like you know exactly what he's talking about, and it's like, but it's still, the lyrics are still try hardy. Like it never directly says Will Smith. It's, you know, it's like it's talking about him, and you can connect it if you're smart. But if you're not smart like me, then you kind of need the deep fake. Like, oh my God, Kendrick just turned into Will Smith. So
Right.
it's really cool.
You know, like the part when he like does the deepfake of Nipsey Hussle.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you just listen to the song on its own, like you wouldn't. There's no way you would just think, oh, he's talking about this guy. Like, there's no way.
And it makes me want to look up like the stuff, because I don't know. I know, isn't that the guy that like got killed and people like theorize that, I don't know, he found the cure to cancer or some shit. I don't know about that.
Apparently, he was making a documentary about Dr. Sebi.
Who's Dr. Sebi?
Dr. Sebi is an interesting guy. He apparently found a cure to like herpes.
Oh.
All of these uncurable shit. He found the cure, right?
Right.
And then he apparently got sued for it, for claiming he found it. Then he had 200. The court told him to get 200 people that had like a doctor's note that said they had this disease, and then those people, those same 200 people, went through Dr. Sebi's thing, went back to the hospital, and were fully cured. So he won the lawsuit, and then he died.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Wow.
Yeah. So people making conspiracy about that.
Wow.
Interesting guy.
Holy shit. There's actually, it's interesting that Nipsey Hussle would be making a documentary about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that song really, really incredible. I love the hook too. But I want you to want me to.
Yeah, is that from like another song?
No, that's the heart song.
I know it's the heart song, but is that like sampled from something else, or is that just him? Okay.
That's him.
Yeah.
And it was even cooler. It's cool because like from the video's perspective, the first time the hook comes, it's Kendrick doing it, right?
Right.
He's like, I want the hood to want me. So he's like, he wants to be like a leader to the hood, right? He wants to be like, it's like pretty much what this whole song is like. He's like, because of his last albums, because he talks about like black people and shit, people see him as like a leader, right? And then like he's talking throughout the whole song, he's talking about like being a leader. That's why he uses Kobe and Nipsey, and those guys were like inspirations, especially Nipsey, to like LA, because before he died he was doing all type of charity stuff, right? That's what his main goal was. So he like wanted to be like him. That's why he took the deepfake of him, right? And I'm gonna go back on that too. But then when he does the hook again, he has the deepfake of Will Smith, and now it's like Will Smith is saying, I want you to want me to.
Shit.
So it's like, you know, his whole situation. So that was really dope.
That's really cool.
The thing he says about Nipsey is crazy, because he said he was in Argentina and he was talking about facing the barrel of the gun, and he was like, should I feel resentment because I didn't reach my full potential? And then I took that as like him not being like him before the album coming out, or even before, never mind the album, him not being like the true like face or like a true leader of like black people, like trying to uplift us and stuff.
Yeah. And
he said when it comes to the Nipsey part, he said when Nipsey died, he saw when Nipsey got shot, he said maybe Nipsey felt relieved because he didn't have the pressures of being like the community leader, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why he was aiming the gun at himself.
Wow.
I thought it was really interesting. There's a lot to dissect in the song.
That's really cool. I need to not take shame in just looking up like analytical videos on like rap lyrics, because there's no way I'm going to find out these things about myself.
Right.
That's really interesting. Yeah.
I want you So easy.
Did you listen to the
That whole
other
song?
parts, like of the heart?
No,
I haven't either. I
I
wonder.
never even.
Like knew they were out. I never watched.
Me neither.
Yeah. What?
But he says so many. He says so many good lines in the song. Like he says, "That's the culture. Crack about." He's like, "Crack about. Hard to deal with the pain when you're sober. By tomorrow, we forget the remains. We start over. That's the problem. Our foundation was trained to accept whatever follows." He was just going crazy.
I really like that one.
But yeah, shout out to Kendrick. I gotta listen to the whole album.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing too. It's interesting when Kendrick wears like the Jesus crown.
Yeah.
It's you trust him, so you go in like, all right, I'm very interested to hear what you have to say with the context of like the album cover. When Kanye does it, it's like, Kanye, what are you doing?
A lot of people. I've seen a lot of comments that a lot of people being upset with the whole cover thing.
Well, like we said on the last episode, Christian's gonna be mad at everything. But I guess it's Kendrick, so I don't know. I know that Christianity and black culture are kind of hand in hand sometimes, so maybe there's less of an expectation with that for you to just use that imagery willy-nilly.
Yeah, I feel like those people jump to the conclusion too fast though.
Yeah.
They take it as him trying to like say he's God or something.
Yeah, it's not like Kanye. He definitely is thoughtful about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not just an ego thing. He seems too sincere for it to be like, you got to give him a chance. Yeah, malicious. You got to hear him out.
Yeah.
Not to say Kanye was malicious. I think.
Yeah. Right.
I think Kanye was just narcissistic.
Yeah, I'll say narcissistic. Kanye, because Kanye has been on his rants and.
Yeah, his like, I am a god for like the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, Kanye. This is a really long arc. It's interesting. Every rapper, I don't want to say every rapper, but rappers have arcs. It's like the come up arc, the I am a god arc, and then the like I'm reflecting on being a god and now I'm just cool. And it's like, well, now you're boring. I don't know. It's always embarrassing for me to say this because it kind of exposes how like much of a whitey I am. But Eminem was like that. Eminem was like the come up, the like, he had like his college dropout-esque like first like 3 albums, and the rest are just really odd. One of them, it was clear that he was just dicking around. It's like, come on, dude, make something real. Like this album sucks. Yeah. Eminem. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. What a guy.
That was terrible.
I was like on a Discord call with some friends and we were all like, yo, Eminem's gonna like do a thing, he's gonna do a freestyle. And we're all just sitting there like, oh my god, what is happening? It was the most embarrassing night ever. So many bad memories.
That was terrible.
It was terrible. Poor Em.
And especially like from like black people's like point of view, they don't even want to hear the message from him. You know what I mean?
I know, right? It's so weird that he was at like the BET Awards. That's what it was at. It was like, the fuck. I mean, I guess black people kind of like him, but I don't know.
Black people like him, but like the rap people like him, but people like, it's not like people don't like Eminem. It's like the rap black people like him, but people outside of that, it would be like, why is this white guy blah 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 blah? You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but
yeah,
I think it's like if like Kendrick did it, I feel like people would.
Yeah.
You basically said the same bullshit. People would listen to.
I
Well, that shit was terrible. I remember seeing that shit.
yeah.
I was like in awe. I was in awe.
I have
I was-
some moments in my brain like screen capped of like times where you've gone like you've just like made a face, and like when we were talking about the canceling thing and I said like the 15-year-old raped the older person and you went like I'll never forget that face like in my head. It was so genuine, and I just think about that every single time like you say that you do it. I'm just like, oh wow, that's what Manny looked like while he watched Eminem.
Dude. Yeah, bro. If, you know it's bad if I'm fucking getting that reaction.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of criticisms about Eminem being someone who uses the genre that was... I'm not smart enough to articulate this, but I heard something along the lines of like, you are doing rap, but your whole gimmick is that you are like the outlier because you are not part of the community, but you acknowledge the art form and you're using the art form to do your own like white rap, if that makes any sense. And that in and of itself is like lame, and it kind of shows like a lot of people that don't listen to rap listen to Eminem. I'm one of those people, and I take no shame in admitting that, but it's telling of my character. If I tell people I like Eminem, you can infer that I don't like, I'm not saying I dislike, but you can infer that I don't listen to like Nipsey Hussle or something like that.
Mm. I think black people bug a lot.
Yeah.
They trip over the most things. Like Eminem, I've never seen Eminem as like, I never thought of Eminem like, especially growing up, I never thought of him as like Eminem's the white rapper. You know what I mean? I never like labeled him as that.
Yeah.
And like, it's like he's never done anything like he's never done anything. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
He never said anything crazy like that. So I never like seen him like that. But a lot of, like I said before, like a lot of black people just be like, he's white.
Mm-hmm.
He must have had like privilege, and now he's like stepping on like a black thing and getting rich off our genre of music. You know?
Yeah.
But I've never seen it like that.
Have you heard of like Little Dicky?
Yeah.
Do you feel like he... It's weird because...
Not even him, because he plays his role. Like, he's more of a...
he knows his place, kind of.
He knows his place. Like, that's why when he made that song with Chris Brown and him switching bodies with Chris Brown.
Yeah, yeah.
He was talking about himself. He's like, oh, shit, I'm Chris Brown. I'm so cool. I can say the N-word now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
right. Like, that's the joke.
When Chris Brown was him, he was like, I'm a fucking loser, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny, because he knows his role, and he doesn't, like, overstep his role.
Yeah.
And he's more of a comedian, so I'm not going to, like, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, he's fun.
I think the
So he gets
criticism...
the pass.
Yeah, that's true. I think the criticisms about Eminem was that he does not know his role sometimes. Like, what I was saying about like people not liking Eminem and stuff, that was born from like Eminem being like, look at all these rappers like nowadays, like, you know, like I was on the up and up, like I started this. It's like you... People felt like those statements were invalid, and he was like not right for saying that. This was like a very passive thing. I was watching like a streamer that I really like, and he was just talking about that, and I was like, oh wow, I've never had that perspective before. Like he was saying how Eminem like makes fun of mumble rappers or whatever, but like quote unquote mumble rappers are like not... It's like a natural evolution of the genre, and it's not like this phase is bad. It's like you have always been an outlier and you've never really been in it to begin with, so shut up and don't pretend like you're a pillar of the community. Like, you were popular, but you never you did not inspire like all these black rappers, you know?
Mm.
I don't know the validity to that, but that's where the criticism came from.
I never heard those statements. So.
Yeah. It was just from like just a guy that I watch. I don't know about those statements either.
But another thing about Eminem and his freestyle, you remember by the end, and he's like, I have it right here. He's like, and if you can't decide who you like more in your split on who you should stand beside, I'll do it for you with this. He's like, fuck you. And he's like, he's like, the rest of America stand up. We love our military. We love our country, but we hate Trump. Bro, I remember him just like taking like a few deep breaths. Like, oh my God.
I know. Yeah.
That was a shit show.
Man.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not.
Dude. It's weird because like it's so hard for me to be critical about music because, you know, mom's spaghetti, knees weak, arms are heavy. Like that kind of lyric it's like not bad, but it is like a little, I don't want to say lame, but it's a little like lamey. And the it's corny. That's the right word. Awfully Hot Coffee Pot is corny, but it's not good enough to pass like while being corny. So it's just corny and no good. Yeah. You know, maybe if he was doing it fast enough, maybe if it wasn't like a freestyle and there was an instrumental and he said it, maybe it would like fly over my head. Maybe I'd hear him say it and maybe not.
Maybe if he wasn't white and had like 20 black people behind him at the BET Awards talking about Donald Trump.
Yeah. I hated the Trump era. Not because I cared about Trump, but because everyone cared about Trump. And it's just like, shut up. This is so boring. They talked about it in TV shows. They talk about it in movies. There was a fucking anime and Trump was in the anime. I'm like, get out of my anime, Trump, please.
It was like, especially at the beginning, there's so much like mass hysteria, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being in engineering class in Brockton High. This Hispanic shorty was like telling the teacher, she's like, yo, don't you want Donald Trump to fail? I was like, what the fuck? He's gonna be a bad parent. He's gonna be the worst president. And the teacher was just like, we don't know yet. And I respect him for that answer.
Yeah.
Because I had this history teacher, junior year, dude. This dude would like add his own politics into the lesson.
Yeah.
Anytime he had, I'm not even joking. This dude would be like, we'll talk about Hitler, but he'd be like, Hitler would do this and this and this, and he'd be like, it's kind of what Donald Trump is doing right now. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro.
Dude, that's
like,
so annoying.
I wish like I was joking. Like this dude would literally do that all the time. Remember when one day, like, I remember one day, I'm not even like, I wasn't even like a Trump. I didn't care, right?
Right.
I know like the president's not gonna affect me. I'm still coming to school tomorrow.
Right.
I was like, yo, is Trump that bad?
Yeah.
And then the girl at the back of the class said, his hair is ugly. And I was like, and everyone started laughing. I was like, okay.
I hate that shit, man. It's so, it's fucking, it's like being a casual towards like very important things. It's like being a casual to politics. Like, what did Trump do that was bad? And then saying, his hair is ugly. Like, shut the fuck up. Never open your mouth about anything important ever again if that's going to be like your response. It just shows that you go with like, you hop on a bandwagon. You don't form your own opinions. If you were in a debate, you wouldn't really be able to have a back and forth about it. You know, I I am like consciously ignorant and stupid towards all of this stuff. So whenever anybody asks me about that or brings it up, I'm just like, I don't know, bro. I don't know anything. People were like, yo, you should vote like in the first year of college. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I've never known what's going on. I'm never gonna vote.
I don't know who to vote for.
Who is even running? I don't even know. Like, it's just so popular. People, the hate for Trump was the thing that made people be like, yo, please vote this thing. But because I don't know.
If you wasn't voting for Biden, you were effectively ruining the chances of Biden getting elected.
Right.
So if you didn't vote, you were still a bad guy.
Yeah. But the whole thing with the last election was that, like, the popular vote went to Hillary, but Trump still won because of the electoral vote. So that I was like, it's like people fucking forgot about that. I was like, why the fuck should I vote? My vote clearly doesn't matter. So it's just like, I was like, shush. And I don't know.
It doesn't fucking matter. It's the electoral.
Yeah. I don't like to harbor. I think I've said this before, but like a motto I try to live by is never harbor strong opinions about things that you like don't really know anything about. I will. I never knew about that electoral thing. Imagine if like the last election before that, I'm like, yo, you should really vote. Your vote matters. And then that shit happens the next month, like the next thing. It's like, that's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing to be wrong because it's just like, well, now I'm never going to listen to anything you say again because you were just blatantly wrong when you pretended like you were right. So I'm honest about the fact that I don't know shit and that I'm wrong about everything.
Yeah. Don't give a damn who's the president, bro.
Until it affects me, then I'll start giving it. Yeah.
The president has never affected me, so.
I know. It's such like a small way of thinking, but I'm just a guy. I can't think that big.
Bro, yeah, bro. I got bigger shit to deal with, bro. Like, I will never, ever, ever be that guy, like protesting against a president. I really don't care that much.
Yeah.
I have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dude, bro, like I have like, bro, like I would rather just stay home and watch fucking Mid all day.
Bro, me too.
It's real shit, like, bro, I don't have enough money to feed my kids tomorrow. Like, are you talking about going to vote? Bro, I don't care, bro.
Bro, the world is not going to get better, or it's not going to get that much better with each president. It's just like, who cares? It's like, ugh. I don't know, man. And it's like,
Trump.
Go ahead.
Trump wasn't that fucking bad either. Like,
if he was bad, he was.
Say, like, I know what the fuck he did the last 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. But he didn't do anything detrimental. So it's like,
he didn't do anything to the point where like I'm gonna see it. But that's the thing too, where like things happen in the world that we just don't see. Like our perspective is funneled through like the internet and what pops up on our feeds. So the most important things probably don't pop up on our thing. So like it's hard for me to be like, well, he didn't even do anything, when really it's just I didn't see him do anything. Some really, I don't know. I hear some very critical things about Obama, and it's like people, the hype was just so high that people weren't talking about those things, you know? It's like,
yeah. Well, I remember like Trump being the first president to go to North Korea and shit. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It literally like walked across the border.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope.
Do you know about North Korea though, and how it's like very like,
who doesn't know from North Korea?
I know. I honestly didn't until recently. There was like a Joe Rogan. I know people.
That movie?
Huh?
You seen that movie?
Oh, I knew about that movie. Yeah, I knew about that movie. Yes, I did. I watched it when it came out. Did you watch it when it came out? I liked it. It was really funny. I like Seth Rogen. Fucking, but
Yeah, I've also seen that the podcast you're talking about with the lady talking.
yeah, that was insane. And I just kind
Mhm.
of, I came on that like on a whim. Like I didn't even see other people talking about it. I just looked at the description. I'm like, oh, and then I clicked on it and I was like, no shot. Really? That's happening?
No, it's not.
I was so surprised. What does no shot mean? I just say that as a joke. Was that the wrong like context?
It's like no shit. It means
Oh.
no shit.
Oh
I mean,
no.
not no shit. It means like no way, no way.
Okay, that's yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's like no way. You used it in the right way, but
okay.
it's
I was like,
it's so weird.
the way I used it, or the thing.
No, it's like the word, the phrase.
Yeah.
No shot, bro.
I love the things that black people come up with. I'm trying to keep up with the trends.
I don't think that's not black people.
That's not black people. That's white people. Oh no. Oh.
That's white screamers.
Oh no. Dang it. Ugh. Come on.
I think it came from like Warzone, people getting shot and like in a weird way, but like no shot. Like, they just took over.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. I thought it was a black thing. It doesn't sound like something a white person would say. It sounds really. I don't know. It's too cool. No shot, Charlie. Fuck. What would black people say? I don't know.
Nigga.
Negro. Yeah. Fucking politics, man.
I think we got movies to talk about.
Yeah, we've been going on for wow. Oh my god, exactly an hour on my little timer went by. Yeah. Good timing. All right. I am always going to throw the ball in your court if you want to pick the movie first. Like if you want to pick like the order.
Summer Wars.
Okay. Summer Wars. The second Mamoru hosted a joint. This one was about it's like decadence kind of. Like they go and they have a whole community in the digital world, and there's a whole like section of the world that happens in the digital space, like Ready Player One. Everybody uses this digital realm, and the digital realm gets like hacked, and then they have to like save it. And it focuses on this little family and this main character who's not really a part of the family, but he's just kind of there trying to save it. And it's very reminiscent of the it's very reminiscent of like the Digimon movie. I didn't watch it, but I know that the plot of this movie of like, oh my god, a nuke is gonna fucking like blow up Japan, and we gotta figure it out on our fucking little computer at our mom's house. Like that's literally like the plot of Digimon. And I was very surprised by this movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I genuinely loved it. Yeah, it actually meant a lot to me. I really liked it just resonated with me, oddly enough. I mean, I like The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, and Mamoru Hosoda's like style and aesthetic, like the way he uses the camera, the way he does the music, and how he like does the emotional beats, and how like when crazy shit's happening, like I love how the characters like their skin color like gets darker and their eyes like their pupils get like super big and there's like a black outline. I love the way he does that. I love how he integrates the music. I love how the music like sometimes just be cutting out completely. And I really liked it. It's tough for me to put into words. It's unlike anything I've really experienced. I had a great time, and I imagine that being that this is like all on the computer and blah 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 blah, I kind of finished it thinking like there might be a lot of plot holes, there might be a lot of like stupid shit in this movie, but I was really gripped by the story to the extent where I wasn't thinking about that. But what did you think about it?
Okay, so going in,
Yeah.
I thought off the cover, I thought this was gonna be a movie about like two families fighting,
Okay.
not fist fighting, but fighting in a way like probably over land or something, right?
Interesting. What's the
That's
cover
what I
for
thought.
you?
It's the one the families behind them.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't think my guess would be too far off, right, from the name in it.
So you never saw like, because the way, I don't have it with me, but the whole gimmick is that there's this cover with them as normal people, and then there's an alternate cover with their avatars. So it's like the same like placing, and it's just like their digital world self.
I never seen that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen clips of this movie?
I see it. I see it now.
Yeah.
I like this cover. It's the game one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like the meaning it has in tandem with the other one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you've never seen clips of this movie before? There were no parts where you're like, "Oh my god, that's the thing."
No, I seen the girl's avatar before.
Mm.
Yeah, I seen that.
I've definitely seen clips of the rabbit like fighting and stuff. I was like, "Holy shit, that's so cool." But yeah, go on.
So, yeah, when the movie opens up with the Oz thing,
Mm-hmm.
I knew I wasn't gonna like this movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It starts off the Oz thing. I already have a bad taste in my mouth. Then when he goes over to their house, I was like, okay. Thought it was cool. Then I really couldn't get behind what was happening.
Right.
First, I fell asleep halfway through first time I watched it,
Mm-hmm.
and I never fall asleep during movies.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I fell asleep was with Yamada.
Jinro.
Huh?
You said you fell asleep in Jinro.
Yeah, Yamada's in general.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I like never fall asleep, but I fell asleep at this one.
Do you? I personally don't feel like falling asleep during a movie dictates the movie's like being bad or anything.
I don't think so either.
Okay. Sometimes I'm just tired. I fell asleep watching Attack on Titan. I'm just sleepy. Sometimes I just go to sleep.
I don't know, but
Yeah. Okay.
sometimes this case by case. But this one, I fell asleep like halfway through. Then when I went back watched it, I went like a quarter into it, then watched it again.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I just couldn't get behind what was happening. Like I just couldn't like
Right.
fathom it. I guess
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
It's
I find
extremely
it
out
funny.
there. It's really
you know
like,
what's funny?
yeah.
It's funny that like the kid would be like fighting in the world, and then like in real life you'd be like,
Yeah.
or when the monster turned into like when the bad guy turned into the big monster and he was like grabbing him,
Yeah.
and the kid they're like, "Yo, move, bro, move," and he's just like, in real life, I just can't. I can't get behind it.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He's like in real life. He's like, I've never done that.
You've never done that? I really resonated with that
No.
scene. There are so many times when I'm playing a video game, like when I'm playing COD and I'm like in a shootout with someone, and I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I like? What do I do, bro? And then I just die, and I
think about it like
I watch the kill cam, and I'm just like, there's nothing I could have done right there.
I've never like made like extreme visual like faces or like
Right.
body movements. Like, and I think about like when I'm playing Mortal Kombat, I might be like, but I'm never like I put the controller down when I'm losing.
Have you ever had like a very dramatic 1v1? I had a group that I played with, and we fought a lot. Like unironically, like we had fights, and the way that we would fight is like, all right, bro, 1v1 me on fucking this map with bulldog only, no shot, bro, no shot, and like I would react that way, like like so. It was.
I never reacted like that. Bro.
Okay.
Even to like a fighting game, like that's to me, that's like me versus Keandru and Naruto. Me about to get fucking flawless victory. And I throw my controller down. I'm like, oh my god.
Wait,
But
you
yeah,
about to get flawless victory or Keandra?
Yeah, I'm about to get shitted on. I'm gonna hit this tomorrow at the lunch table.
Bro, you know that he would hold that against you too. You know, it'd be like
Yeah.
any little thing like, yo, Keandra, you're gonna eat your apple slices? Oh yeah, well I beat you in Mortal Kombat, so shut the fuck up.
But yeah, I couldn't get behind it, and the Oz thing, you know, like the whole world is connected here, and then, like someone being able to do this much damage to the world, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
So I didn't really like it.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was definitely over the top. It was very
yeah. And then the whole nuke thing. It's like another thing. Like they trap the glitch or whatever the dude is, the hack, and then the dude just fucking moves the fucking ice.
Yeah.
Fucking god. That pissed me off. Bro.
Really? Yeah, I can understand.
I was so angry. And then
yeah.
The whole nuke thing. It's like, and it's like, what is the world doing while this is going on, bro? Is everyone just watching this fucking Japanese family save the world?
Oh no! Like no one even knows it's happening. That's why I think it's like kind of cool, because it's like their family conflict is so dramatic that the world is at stake, but at the end of the day, it's really just about their family, despite the world like dying.
Yeah, I see that, but it's like someone, because since Oz is connected to the world, and since Japan is so fucked up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oz is connected. So yeah, everybody was on their phones like, yeah, go guys. So yeah, everybody did kind of, yeah.
Yeah, and I just can't. It's just too much, bro, for me.
Right. That's fair.
It's too much.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't really enjoy it. But that's my initial.
Yeah, impression. Gotcha. Yeah, I knew about this plot going into it. I knew what the story was going to be, and I was just very pleasantly pleased, because this is a plot. This is a lot of things are like this. Ready Player One is basically the story of that. Decadence is very similar. It's very similar to Decadence. It's very similar to The Matrix, honestly. You know, they go inside like a little computer game and they fucking fight the AIs and stuff. It's very similar to that. And I really like how you know, I was making the comparison with like Call of Duty and stuff, and playing with my friends and being on there, and I like how I said this with The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, but I feel like Mamoru Hosoda does a really good job at making things that are like artificial, like a video game or like the internet, breathing kind of heart and emotion into those kind of environments. Because at the end of the day, like Oz was made by people, right? And I don't know, like Call of Duty was made by human beings, right? So when I play Call of Duty and I hop in the thing and you know, I have a really cool moment with my friends and it's like a really triumphant thing. I'm on the phone with my friends, and while we are on the computer holding a fucking controller, not with each other in real life, it's still like a really like resonant connecting thing, and there's like a lot of like emotion and like passion in the fucking video game world. And I like whenever that is expressed in a movie, because it makes me think of like when I was online with my friends gaming and we was like, bro, fight the boss, hey, we fucking did it, bro. It just made me think about that, and I feel like that's what he was going for. Yeah.
So you're saying like Oz is like, you resonate with it because you were a gamer?
Yeah, because I'm a gamer and I play online. I didn't take that away
because Oz is this more than a video game.
Right. Yeah. It's the internet. It's like it's the whole space. Yeah.
It's like the dude at the beginning, like they're like engineers for Oz.
Right.
I feel like that would be cooler than like a video game developer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that they're lame, but it's like, yo, I'm an engineer for Oz. Like Oz, everyone uses Oz. You know?
Yeah.
I see what you mean. I feel like Oz. I feel like for it being like everything in the internet world, I feel like they could have had a better design for it.
Visually, like the way it looked. That's fair. Yeah.
Instead of like an all white blank backdrop.
Yeah.
I feel like it looked dry, especially compared to Paprika. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
That's how I feel about Oz. Let me look at my notes. I think I took something. Nope, I only took notes on Blade Runner.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I really got nothing to say. I think I'm so tired of anime.
Yeah, me too.
But it's different. It's like I can't stand like when anime characters get kissed and they fucking go crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, like I know everyone's like different, and some people are like extremely shy, bro. But
yeah,
it would have been just a cool send off if you just didn't fucking do that to me.
If he didn't do what?
If you didn't like get kissed, turn all red, fucking faint. It's just too goofy. Like it's like maybe say like the main character, because we can see how shy he is at the start.
Right.
Actually, barely shy. He took the initiative to go on this fucking trip with the girl. How's he gonna like? Oh, I'll go with you, like, and then like, I don't know. That's so weird to me. Like, how would you go on this one-on-one trip? It's not one-on-one. Well, how would you like quickly like, yo, I'll go on this trip with you. But if she kisses you on the cheek, you're tripping out.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's kind of weird to me. Like, it's like. To me, it doesn't really add up because at the start, if he's really that shy, he would have been like, I don't want to go. I just want to play Oz. You know what I mean?
Well, he wants the girl, but I think there are times where I've been shy to approach the girl,
right?
And then I do ask the girl to the dance, or I do ask them out, and I'm still shy as I go out. So that's
fair, but like for like a kiss on a cheek,
yeah.
I feel like the movie should have been like he should have had a character arc somewhere in there
where he
about
his shyness,
about his feelings about the girl, something.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine like he grew, like instead of being shy throughout this whole fucking trip, he gained confidence from saving the fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
That he fucking got the balls and kissed at them.
Right. Yeah.
Does he have an arc?
His arc is turning into a man and defending the family, because that was like the whole thing when she like when the grandma like talked to him.
Is like very feminine, right?
Right. Yeah.
That could have been another stepping stone to his arc, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like that is not enough for me.
That's valid. I really connected with the main character by being the shy gamer fucking bitch that I am. But also like in that setting that they were in, one reason why this movie resonated with me a lot was just the whole family thing that they had going on. I love the house, and I love that this movie is just in this giant ass house that they all like group in together whenever they like hang out for like their family get-togethers. And I love the dynamic with like all the family members and how this one kid is like an outlier, but he's immediately accepted into this like mold, even though he's not really a part of the family at all, and he's just like a friend. Like I resonate with that a lot because I have I don't know if this is the right vocabulary, but I have a like surrogate family. They are not my blood family, but whenever Christmas or Thanksgiving happens, me and my family go over to them, and we are not related to them at all, but we are basically considered family because we're just friends with them, and that's who we hang out with. And I really do feel like that because they all know each other, they all hang out with each other all the time, they all have their clique, and then it's me, the gamer. It's like, so I feel very connected to this movie because it feels very much like my family. Like I can draw a lot of parallels to each family member in that sense. And the arc he has in the movie where he gets more connected to the family is an arc that I can resonate with because I love my family, even though personally, like all of my attributes and all of my flaws don't really change. My love for my family does flourish whenever like I'm there or whenever there's like something, I don't know, that bolsters that. And I really, that's why I connected with the movie. That's why it resonated with me a lot. I loved that element of it so much. I really liked the grandma. I can connect that grandma to like the grandma over there. I can really connect the fucking uncle or whatever that brings the giant fucking boat for the electricity. I can connect to that other like nerd who's like, while everyone's eating at the table, it's like they're on the fucking computer in the back room. Like I have someone in my family like that too. It's really cool. And like there's like the aunt that's like dresses all nice, and you know, for their age they're like super attractive. Like there's that like aunt too. I connected to that aspect a lot. I loved the family dynamic, and the thing you were saying earlier with like the ice, where it's like, oh dude, come on. Like I was thinking the exact same thing, but I wasn't mad at the movie. I was more mad at the character, but I fucking empathize with that because I know people who would be doing shit like that in my family. I know people who would be acting that way because they're just not paying attention. I love how everybody in that scene where like they're trying to save the world, everyone's just in different rooms and everyone's doing their own thing. You know, when Thanksgiving happens, you got the kids playing the video games, you got, you know, some people watching TV, you got some people in the dinner room, the girls over here, the guys over here. And I love how everyone's separated in that. And I love how like the dude grabs the ice like while the kids like are like playing on the computer. It's like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like bring back the ice, you idiot. That's something I connected with a lot. I thought that was, I was very surprised at how it tapped into that really personal side of me. Because usually when we watch anime movies, it's like, I don't know, usually it doesn't like hit our hearts like that, like a Ghibli movie or something, you know. Usually it's just like, oh, that was fun, like they went to space and they fought an alien or some shit. But this one kind of did. I feel comfortable saying that this resonated with me on par with like a Ghibli movie. It felt very real. It felt very personal for me. That's like the main thing that I loved about the movie. And I did like the digital world, because it reminded me of being online with my homies. Not even just Call of Duty, but like, I don't know, maybe Minecraft would be like a better example. You know, when you're just in like a server and there's like mad people in the server, and it's like you go to your friend's house in Minecraft and it's like, hey Jesse, what's up, in Minecraft, and he's got his dog, and you like talk to each other like through the game as if it's like its own world. So the whole idea of Oz being like this thing that everybody can use, that everybody operates in, that's kind of how it was for me as a kid. When I came home, the real world wasn't anything to me. I came home and Minecraft was my world. That's what I fucking went to. So I love that aspect. I love stories about people defending the world through like the computer, and I like that element of it. I really liked all the parts with the rabbit guy, and he was going hard on the thing. I can empathize with that. Not being the rabbit guy that's actually good at the game, but being that guy that like cheers on your friend that's like amazing at the game. It's like, bro, go. That was cool. There's probably a lot of other things that I have to say, but that was the heart of it. Yeah. But
I got a question.
yeah,
How did Love Machine get this guy's account?
he did the math problem, right?
Yeah.
And the math problem, I'm just like retracing the movie. I think that's how it all started, right? The math problem.
Yeah, but he got the math problem wrong though.
Apparently other people got it right though.
Yeah.
I don't know. So this is another thing I was saying, like if we were to argue like plot holes and stuff, I wouldn't doubt that there are some in this movie. Like there are things that don't make sense. So I'm not fully prepared to like defend the movie in that regard, but I honestly don't remember.
I thought he got his account through the math problem, but then it's revealed that he got the problem wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in this movie that I don't fully understand, and I'll have to give it another rewatch to see if any of it makes any sense. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
And the major battle at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the game.
Yeah,
so
me
I don't really care.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. It was going so fast to the point where like understanding it, I don't even think would add to it like at all.
Yeah.
It's like when you watch people play chess in like an anime. It's like, yeah, I don't get it, but they're not even really showing the game, so who cares?
They're doing Code Geass.
Oh, I've never seen Code Geass, so I wouldn't know. They play
chess. Never seen Code Geass.
I know. There's a lot of anime I haven't seen. I'm such a bad boy. I'm sorry. I know. Is it good?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll watch it one of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer Wars.
Summer Wars. I had a good time with this one. I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, it reminded me a lot of a Ghibli movie. It resonated with me a bunch. I think I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It was very good for me.
Give it a 5.
Do you like it more than The Girl Who Leapt Through Time or less? I know they're both in the 5 range, so they might as well be the same.
The Girl Who Leapt Through Time is better, but Girl Through Time pulled like 4 of your names.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll have to think about that one.
All right. So you want to pick the next one? Come on.
You can pick. I picked the first one.
Okay. We'll talk about Blade Runner. Blade Runner. The final cut. Yeah. So the story behind that is that there's like there's lot. Like 7 cuts. Yeah, because they called it the director's cut, and then it wasn't the director's cut. It wasn't his real vision. So then they did it again, and I don't know. I didn't know there were like 7 cuts, but I know there's a lot of versions that are not his version, and then the final cut is really his version. So, very interesting movie.
I think I would have liked the definitive edition more than the final cut.
I don't even really know the differences between them.
The definitive edition was pretty much the dude's fucking vision, but it didn't have like the green tint to it.
The movie was green? You felt like it was greeny?
Yeah.
I'll have to look at them side by side to see the difference.
There's a good YouTube video on it. I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Real quick. Have you seen the other ending though?
I think the other ending is when he drives away with, but that's that's already like the main ending. It's like an extra scene, I guess, but right?
Yeah, the ending sucks.
So what's the difference between them? I honestly don't remember.
That ending is just like, it's way more
on the nose.
Yeah, it's on the nose. But the director wanted it to be ambiguity.
So what? Tell me what it is, because I think it's that. But is it anything else? Like what?
No, that's it. But like, the thing with the other versions is that the other versions had narrators.
Yeah.
And like
that feels really bad.
There's a lot. Yeah, and it was like
Imagine if Jinro had a
just like
narrator.
said everything. The narrator just said everything.
Yeah, it's like made for someone that watches like Jinro or Ghost in the Shell and goes, "That's boring." And it's like, all right, how can we make this not boring? And that's like their fix. And I can acknowledge that even for me, like sometimes I watch a Ghost in the Shell or Jinro, and I'm like not really entertained. But that's not the point of the movie, and you shouldn't ruin it by that way. Yeah. Well, at least there's two versions. One's for casuals and one for tryhards.
Here we go.
Yeah. I see. Wow. Yeah, it does look completely different. Yeah.
This is fucking the Matrix, pretty much.
It does look like the Matrix. Yeah.
Before the Matrix.
Right.
Yeah. I think I would have liked the director's cut. I feel like the colors would have popped. Even though, like, I can see why they went for the greeny thing. I feel like it would be, like, more moody.
Yeah.
I feel like the director's cut, I feel like the flashiness of the future would have popped out more.
Yeah. I do understand where you're coming from, but what you just said about, like, moody and, like, the original being flashy, I think that was the goal, to make it, like, the opposite of flashy and make it feel kind of like it's the future world, but it's like our modern world, depressing and ugly and lame, even though there are tall buildings, even though there are like giant skyscrapers and neon lights.
I say that because I feel like because this movie spends a lot of time outside.
Yes.
I feel like with the neon lights and shit, I still feel like it would have the director's cut would have got the job done. Even with the movie, I feel like the scenery, especially when he shot the first bitch, I feel like the scenery would have looked dope.
Yeah, the cinematography does kind of sell it a lot, even without the lighting.
But no, it's whatever. We watched the final cut, and it's still good.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you enjoy it? I love this movie.
This movie reminds me of Wicked City.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. I was not expecting you to say that. That's a very. I understand that it looks like it. Quiet. Well, Wicked City's not quiet, but like when they're driving and stuff, and they're in the outside.
Like the main characters remind me of each other.
Right.
Fucking the girl kind of remind me of each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
When she let her hair go. When she let her hair go, I was like, damn, she's gorgeous.
Yeah. She's so attractive. I love and it's so, I don't want to compare it to Cyberpunk, but it's so like futuristic-y, like her dress and the way she looks like fucking Josuke with her hair. It's so cool. I love her. She's so, and her being attractive, like actually is important to the story because she's a replicant and you're supposed to like think she's like beautiful and like fall in love with her in the same way that Deckard falls in love with her. I really like her character and just her outfit and design.
Yeah, she looks dope.
Yeah. I was just gonna say in regards to like it feeling like Wicked City, it felt very much to me like Cowboy Bebop, and it felt like Jinro and Ghost in the Shell. I rewatching the movie, it kind of has nearly the same fucking story as Ghost in the Shell, which is so interesting to me. I think tonally and like aesthetically, it's the most similar to Ghost in the Shell. Like it has the Cowboy Bebop has a lot of fingerprints from this film, but the music in Bebop is very different. It's jazz. In Ghost in the Shell, it's like synth, like wow, 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 and that's what this movie is too. And all this stuff with like memories and shit. It reminded me of those things a lot, and I genuinely think that all those things were like heavily inspired by this. I feel like Ghost in the Shell. I think Oshii like directly was like, yeah, Ghost in the Shell wouldn't exist without Blade Runner. Like that's where I get a lot of that from, and I think that's really cool. It's cool that we're talking about it because we love Bebop and we talk about Jinro, and this is kind of where it all began. This is like the first version of that. It's like we're doing our homework. Our movie homework.
Yeah. I've heard Blade Runner. I've heard about it all my life. So it's my first time watching it. I went completely blind. I'm really happy I watched it. Um, for me, I don't like Deckard.
Yeah, he sucks. He's really okay. My biggest criticism of this movie is Harrison Ford. He's like he's lame. He does not. I don't think Deckard. I don't dislike the character. I think that Harrison Ford just makes him like stupid. He's so not cool based on like the dude's performance. And he's supposed to be the centerpiece of the movie, you know. It's tough because it's like he barely talks, right? So like what does he do wrong? Is it the performance? Is it the writing? Is it like the character itself?
I think it's the look.
Mm-hmm.
It's that romance scene.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that's one thing I was waiting to ask you about. What did you think of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can talk about that later if you don't want to talk about it now.
Deckard is just so boring. And it's how can he be boring in this setting?
Yeah.
Even if he's like, I know, like he's like a replicant. It's like still like I feel like his clothes, like he's so drab. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the trench coat's supposed to be cool, but I don't know. Everybody else
cool.
looks cool. Yeah.
It's I don't know. I think for the most part it's the look.
Everyone else in this movie looks awesome, and he like looks like a normal guy. It's really weird.
Yeah, he just looks drab, and you know, talking about the romance scene. It's like, you know, because I felt like I was watching Wicked City.
Right.
That's not a bad thing. Because I felt like I was watching Wicked City. It was like Wicked City had like the heartfelt romance, right?
Yeah. Right.
And this one is just like, this one is so like bizarre.
Yeah, I have a very specific interpretation of that is very ambiguous, but the way that I interpreted it was that he's talking to her about like being a replicant and trying. I don't remember exactly the conversation they're having, but she's sad that like she's a replicant and that like she's not real and none of her memories are hers and that she's basically not alive or like not a real person and she feels bad. But they're kind of flirting and they're kind of having like a little bit of a back and forth, but she's still upset. So she runs out of the room and when he like slams the door and he like tells her not to leave, to me, that's the, at least I believe the idea and at least how I derived it. He's stopping her from leaving because she's going to stay sad if she leaves. If she does not accept the current reality of things, that she's a replicant and that she's not a real person or whatever, then she's just going to be depressed and she's going to be upset that she's like a fucking robot. So he's like, hey, like you feel things right now in this moment. You like me, you know, you feel the things that a human feels, like experience this right now. Don't run away from this just because you're overwhelmed with the negative feelings. So that was how I interpreted it. And it's tough. I understand why a lot of people don't like it because he's like essentially like it can come off like he's like raping her basically. But I think the context of that scene is that if she left, she would be really sad. And I think he asked her to stay because he was doing it out of the kindness for her. He's like, hey, you're not gonna be better if you leave right now. And that's why they left together, because she was happier with him and she was glad that he did that for her. That's how I interpreted that scene.
You know, maybe if he wasn't so drab,
Yeah, I know. It's even watching it this time, I have that interpretation, but it's hard to get in that mood when he's like,
He has no swag.
yeah, he has no. That's a really fun way of putting it. Yeah, he's got no swagger. It's like, baby, come on, tell me you love me. He's like, tell me you love me. I know.
How like good-looking men can't be creeps.
Yeah. I rescind my yeah.
For the most part.
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you know how like good men can just get away with shit because they look good.
Right.
Oh, that
yeah.
guy's talking to you, but oh my god, it's fucking
Right.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
so sexy, bro.
Yeah. That
It's fucking this guy. That's disgusting.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah. There's a
Yeah, I feel like
psychological
it's
part
just-
of your brain where it's like, because he's hot, you kind of accept it, even if what he's doing is like wrong. Because
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. I agree. I completely agree. Because I think the story and the script calls for him to be sexy and cool. I think that you're supposed to see him as like, oh, he's so bad at. You're supposed to think of him like the Wicked City guy. He's supposed to be like,
Yeah.
Chad gets bitches, but he's so old. Like, I don't know. He's yeah. I completely agree. I agree with that completely.
That's what I was thinking about the whole time. Like, it wouldn't be bad if he was, good looking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's tough.
Well, yeah, I guess every other piece of media that's inspired by Blade Runner learned that lesson. Spike is cool and he's a sexy, cool guy, and fucking Neo and
This is so old, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get too into 2049, but Ryan Gosling is, from what I recall, not bad. So
Yeah. And I know he's like a veteran Blade Runner and shit. But still.
you can get an old guy that's hotter. Like,
For sure.
yeah.
And I just feel like he just didn't pull that shit off.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that was an L scene for me. But that's pretty much it for when it comes to like bad scenes, because
Yeah.
I think I can't take the Harrison Ford series.
Yeah.
That scene, the final speech that Buddy gives at the end,
Yeah.
right? Great speech, but then Harrison Ford is just like on the ground, like, I can't take him seriously, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't take him. He's like, why is he like?
And then the dude like comes and he's like, I don't remember what he says, but he says it in such like a funny voice, like, "Yeah, I'm retired." It's silly. Yeah.
We're gonna get onto that speech, but
Yeah, we will. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you liked it. I like this movie a lot. It's cool.
Yeah, I did like it.
Yeah.
This movie reminds me a lot of Taxi Driver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of the whole mood thing. Because I was lucky enough to watch Taxi Driver at like 3 a.m.
Recently?
So I was,
Recently, or when you first watched it?
It was like a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably 2 years ago. So I watched it at like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was dark.
That's the mood.
It
Yeah.
completely fit the like. You can't watch Taxi Driver at 2 in the afternoon. You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He needs to be in a completely dark room. Like,
yeah,
super sad.
Yeah,
Is it daytime?
So, like,
Is it nighttime?
Taxi Driver really set the mood,
Mm-hmm.
and this movie does as well.
Yeah.
Because I was watching someone explain it, and it's because of the cuts, right? There's a lot of scenes where like the scene would end, but the camera would just pan out, or like just look at something else, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the players already finished talking, and during that time, the narrator is speaking, right?
Mm.
The narrator is saying some stupid shit.
Right.
But thank God in the director's cut and final cut, they just completely take out the narrator out the whole thing. So now it's just like the pan shots. It's just like,
right,
which wouldn't fit in a lot of movies, but it really sets a fucking great atmosphere for this movie, you know?
Right.
So I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna be more action, but I'm not saying that's a negative,
right?
Because these fucking replicants, they just get one shotted, you know.
Yeah,
but that's fine.
Action is not the movie's priority. It's not its prerogative.
So I don't really count that as a negative. I'm trying to think of anything else before I go talk about the speech.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm trying to think of. There's a lot of like great scenes like throughout the entire movie, leading up to like that conclusion. I really like movies that go for a vibe, and they're like Jinro, where it's like the story, the plot is second, and the movie and the feelings that you're supposed to derive from the movie and how it's supposed to resonate with you emotionally as just like a piece of art comes first over like whatever the story is. So in another movie where it's like, oh shit, Deckard has to hunt down 4 alien people that are kind of like humans, but they're not humans. And you know, that someone would try to make a riveting plot out of that, but this one just kind of focuses on the mood and stuff, and it works completely. The production design, the cinematography, and the music, like the music helped so much. I notice it like in every scene. It's fantastic. The designs of like the buildings and stuff, they're great. I love all the parts whenever they're interviewing the replicants. I really love shit like that, where it's like, are they human? Are they not human? And like, even when they're not human, but they act perfectly human, it's like they might as well be human. What does it mean to be human if you're not human, but you still act like a human? I love stories like that. The other movie that's like that is Jinro is kind of like that. It's that in a different way. It doesn't talk about AI, but I feel like the loose thread that connects all these movies, like Jinro, Blade Runner, Cowboy Bebop, it's like, what does it mean to be alive? What does it mean to be like a human being? You know? And I think Blade Runner kind of started that, and everybody is just kind of iterating it and doing their own little fresh spin on that kind of story. I think it's always really cool. I really loved the vibe of this movie. I love the part where he like shoots the first replicant and she's like breaking through the glass and stuff. I love when he interviews the girl replicant, like in that first scene, and oddly quiet moments throughout the movie also resonated with me. Just when he's like in his house, just like drinking a beer, looking at the picture to find like the girl. I like that too. There were a lot of moments. Let me try to come up with some parts that like I really, really liked. I loved whenever they showed the girl and there were like the light reflected from her eyes. I thought that was always like super cool. I really love that. I loved the fucking the flying cars and shit, man. I love whenever they showed like the skyscrapers and those giant ads. It was, I don't know. It's like when I walk around at nighttime. It's like that's what it looks like in Boston and stuff. Just those giant ass buildings. All the lights are off. There's like there's one sign that's on. Nobody's walking around. It's fucking raining. Like there's homeless people walking around. This movie got that vibe down very well. I really like that. Yeah. You know, another, I forgot about this, but I'm just remembering it now. Another criticism, like the other guy, like I don't know what you thought about him, but the dude replicant that dies, that looks like the fucking Thornberry guy from the Nickelodeon TV show. Like that guy looks lame as fuck.
The dude gets shot by the girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
It
so
takes
lame.
it takes me out of it a little bit
Why
how
did they
lame
make
he
a
looks.
replicant that's like balding?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's such a stark difference between to the females.
Yeah.
What is going on? I don't know, bro.
I don't know either. I don't know. Uh
I feel like Tyrell probably would have fit a replicant more and have that old guy as Tyrell
right. Right.
because he's like fucking
Mhm.
fucking going bald off his creation. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no bullshit. Yeah, that makes sense. But um yeah, it's tough. I don't really have much I don't really have much to say besides that. It's just a good movie. It's got a vibe. It's cool. Makes you think
Right.
about humanity. It's just like Bebop.
Yeah. So
It's the same thing.
yeah. So I'm getting to the end with Roy. Roy, you know what? It's just like fucking General too with the whole wolf thing. I
Yeah.
just thought about it. Roy, the the replicants are the people being hunted. Roy flips the switch, and now he's being the hunter, right? And he's literally howling, right?
Yeah.
And so now he's chasing Deckard,
Yeah.
and Roy is a soldier. He's a soldier version, right?
Right.
And like he can kill Deckard whenever he wants.
Mhm.
It's clearly playing with his food, right? But I thought the whole before I even get to like the speech, the whole like scene with Roy chasing Deckard, I feel like that kind of dragged on.
I understand.
When Roy climbs out the window,
Mhm.
he's like climbs.
Yeah.
He like takes for I don't know, like I
Mhm.
just what I thought. I feel like he took forever to climb the damn building,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then like Buddy Roy is just like running around. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, bro.
Right.
It's so like it's like Deckard has no swag, bro. Like,
Yeah. He's
he
so
should have just
weird.
like fucking scaled that building. Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
if you were a
Yeah.
badass, I guess not. But he's like I guess that scene represented how old he looks because he was like clunky and shit.
Mhm.
It looked like
You
he
can
haven't
be
stretched him out.
old and have I don't know how to explain it. You can be old and have swag. There's a difference between
Yeah.
being old and having broken bones and being cool. And you can be cool and be old and have broken bones. That part
Yeah.
where he like jumps on the other building and he like doesn't get it. He looks lame doing it. But even though he doesn't make the jump, you can still look cool not making the jump, if that makes any sense.
I don't know. Everything else before that was.
Yeah.
I feel like there's times where he could have shot the dude too.
You think so?
But he was just like when he put his head through the wall.
Mm.
I think maybe he lost his gun right there, maybe. But I feel like that the whole chase scene to me was a drag.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I really liked when he like first got in there and he like meets the girl and she's like does the acrobatic shit. I love the acrobatic stuff. I don't know why it like just it's a part of my brain that like really makes the movie click with me. It's such like a weird you have to be super skilled to do stuff like that while it's simultaneously being like a human like artistic thing. Like it's like ballet and it's like beautiful to see someone do stuff like that, but it's also oddly robotic to see her do it. It's so cool. And to see her use it in like a mean way when she like leg locks him. I love that. Yeah. I think whenever you're able to do a lot with a little, I really appreciate that. And I love how this movie doesn't have like crazy special effects and it's just this girl doing acrobatics and it's like, yeah, this is what it looks like when a Blade Runner fights a replicant and it looks cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope. I love when a lot is done with a little.
And I feel like especially right after that, I feel like they really dropped the ball with the Roy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Roy it turned into a chase.
Yeah, I love when he was like breaking through walls and he was playing with him in that way.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
it started off dope, but
when it came to the Roy thing, I wasn't exactly bored because it was dragging. I was just like taken out of it because as a replicant, I was talking about the acrobatic thing, and it felt like they were being very thoughtful with how she moved and like the fact that she's a robot, but she's also kind of a human and da 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 da. I felt like Roy was just running around like a fucking dude, and it was just I don't know. I don't want to say like he should act like a robot, but he should kind of act like a robot. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Don't walk like meh, 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 meh. But I think of Ghost in the Shell a lot. And I think a lot of the movements in Ghost in the Shell when Makoto moves and like some of the actions she makes in that movie, it's like she's in an artificial body, but she is a human being, I think you're supposed to kind of get the same feeling that you feel in that movie. And because everything's animated, they can be very precise with how she moves and how she acts. And it's hard to act like a robot but act like a human. It's hard to act like a artificial human. And there were times where it felt like Roy was not being that. So I was getting taken out of it a little bit in that way, but these problems are minor in the grand scheme of the film.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then Roy saves Deckard.
Mm-hmm.
Telling his humanity. Because even though he's like a soldier hunting this guy,
Right.
still saved him at the end.
Yeah.
Does the speech, but then fucking Deckard just looking retarded.
Yeah. But
the speech was dope.
The speech was really cool.
Even though he's a replicant, he's telling him the real memories he's actually experienced, not like false memories and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it was heartfelt.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, the motherfucker seemed more human than Deckard. So
yeah, exactly.
It performed really well.
It was.
His face was expressing this really well, and even though while he was telling the speech, you just wish you know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Like the fire at Orion or the and Hauser Gates. You wish you knew what he was talking about, but it's gonna be lost just like tears in rain, So
yeah, I love that line so much. Oh, that's so good. It's so iconic.
Yeah,
it's so simple.
Great speech. I feel like that speech. I feel like if this movie didn't have that speech, the movie would kind of be ass.
The entire movie would be ass.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
That's interesting.
Not ass, but mid.
It would be lesser without it. It's a really good line.
I just feel like it was a good conclusion for a replicant who was really human at the end.
Yeah.
Even before it, Roy showed a lot of emotions, like his frustration, like when he couldn't live longer, so he fucking killed his creator.
Yeah, I think once again, doing a little with a lot. I think it's really cool how Roy is like dying, like as he's like trying to chase him. So he like puts the nail through his hand, and he's like trying to like keep himself alive, like kind of like awake, kind of to while he's pursuing him. Doing a little with a lot. I think that's really cool. It's really nice. Yeah,
he dies, and the fucking origami unicorn thing. Little nod to him being a replicant, which I think he is.
So can you explain that to me? Because I don't understand that at all.
You don't get it?
Yeah.
Because early in the movie, Deckard had a dream with the unicorns.
Yeah.
So I think Gaff putting that there was like letting him know.
Who's Gaff? Is that the Japanese guy? That like
I thought he was Mexican.
Oh, maybe he's Mexican. I'm sorry. I thought he spoke Japanese at one point in the movie. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's the guy.
I think they're speaking like a fake language.
That's the guy at the end of the movie where he's like, "It's a shame that the girl can't live."
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was leaving origami shit throughout the movie, so I thought it was him at the end.
Yeah, it was, and it's like how would Gaff know like that Deckard had like a unicorn dream? So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it was like implanted dreams, you know.
Yeah.
If they can implant memories, definitely implant dreams. So
Mm.
I feel like even Deckard, the way he like looked at it,
Right.
was fucked, you know. Because you know he took a long gaze at it,
Yeah.
and even before that, there was one scene where like Deckard's eye like was glowing, just like the girls.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a replicant, and plus I just think it makes the entire movie more interesting, if he was a replicant, you know.
Yeah.
Because they're saying replicants ain't shit, but unless they can't do their job, they're garbage, right? So these motherfuckers put this dude to do the job.
Mm-hmm.
He did the job damn near to completion, but now he's garbage. Now he took the girl.
Right.
Now I don't know anything about 2049, but I think he's gonna get chased by the new guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Would you like to watch that for the next episode? Okay, I would like to as well.
Absolutely.
Yay.
But I definitely think that the pony thing. I mean, the unicorn thing was definitely interesting, and I liked it. I really liked the ending. It's like
Yeah, where they just dip.
and it's crazy that like the movie came out what 82.
I know.
And,
It came out before
Deckard,
everything. Oh my god.
Yeah, Deckard was I know he's in the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So I know him being a replicant is gonna have to play a part. And it's crazy how like long ago that shit came out, you know?
I know.
Like it like even though like to me like he is a replicant, like there is no like I think you can find like clips of like the director saying he is a replicant,
Mm-hmm.
but there's been like no definitive answer until like 2017, you know? It's been so long.
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. I love when you don't give an answer to stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's not even like The Matrix, you know. The Matrix had like 3 years before the second one, and the third one came the same year.
Right.
And when you thought some cool shit was gonna happen,
Mm-hmm.
15 years later with the new one,
Yeah.
they told you. So
Right.
yeah. All in all, I think I really like Blade Runner. I thought it was cool. Really happy I watched it. Did you see that clip I sent you?
Yes, that was really funny.
You know what's funny? I seen that clip
Before
that
you watched the
episode of
movie?
that film. Yeah, I seen it years ago,
Oh.
and I never knew it was a massive reference. So when I saw the girl with the hair and the face paint, I was like, no.
That's the girl from the fucking YouTubes.
That's
Cool.
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then when I saw her die, I was like, fuck, this is a whole reference.
Yeah.
That was funny. And that was funny because he was like, I've seen things. I've seen big booty holes. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that was Deckard too. So it was funny.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I think that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I really like the ending, theme, the speech, the mood,
Mm-hmm.
the look.
The look.
I gave this movie a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. I also give it a 7 out of 10. I enjoy it a lot, but as time has gone on, there are a lot of things that have done the exact same thing a lot better. And I think that it fits very well in the 7 spot. It's very good, but I do think that there is a lot of room for improvement that could make it even better. And other movies have done that.
We'll see 2049.
We'll see 2049. I'm very excited to rewatch it. And I'm glad that you enjoyed this enough to where you want to watch 2049. So we're going to also watch the shorts, because there's like, it's kind of like Animatrix where they did shorts that take place in between both of them. You can watch it before or after. Doesn't matter.
Are those worth watching?
There's one directed by Shinichiro Watanabe, so at least watch that one.
Have you seen those?
I've seen the one directed by Shinichiro Watanabe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch that shit. I don't know.
The shorts?
I'll watch the Watanabe one, but I don't know if I want to watch the other one.
You don't have to watch. There's only 2. There's 2 live action ones, and then there is the Watanabe animated one. I'd recommend the Watanabe one, and I haven't even seen the other ones, but I'm probably going to watch the other ones. And once you watch 2049, if you're interested in the other ones, then you can check them out.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I would like to talk about the Watanabe one.
Well,
yeah.
Blade Runner.
That's Blade Runner. Really, really cool movie. Glad you liked it. Glad you watched it. All right. So, last movie of the night, the second Satoshi Kon joint we've seen, Paprika, and I believe it's is this his last movie? I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know if, I guess opinions would be different on this, but I feel like it's his most try hard out of all 4 of his movies. And I'll be frank, this one is, for me, a tough pill to swallow. Not in whether I enjoyed it or not, but just in the sheer magnitude of what's happening and the story and the concept. It's a lot for me to take in. And by the end of it, I'm not confused necessarily as to what happens by the conclusion, but I am. The experience was difficult for me to take in, because it's just a lot of shit happening, and it's a lot of like the movie lying to you and saying that they're in a dream when they're not in a, well, they're in the real world when they're not in the dream, and there's a lot of that happening. It's a lot, but it's a result of me being a dum-dum, not the movie being bad. So it's good, but I guess the question is, what did you think of it? Was it difficult?
This movie is difficult. It's harder than Inception, that's for sure.
You think so? I was going to rewatch Inception whenever we watch Paprika, but I didn't have enough time, so I want to rewatch Inception. Yeah.
I think this is a lot difficult than Inception.
Yeah. The movie's lying to you constantly, and there's rules, but the rules are so loose. Like, kind of anything can happen whenever a dream is happening. You know? It's hard to think about.
Because the movie is a trip.
Yeah.
And it does a good job at that.
Yes.
What really trips me is the cop guy. His whole thing was so trippy.
Yeah.
And it was like him shooting himself.
Yeah.
It was him shooting the bad guy. It was like, that was so trippy. Then the bad guy dies in real life.
Right.
But yeah. The movie is so trippy. Mm-hmm. But I've seen Paranoia Agent. So this movie is very similar to Paranoia Agent.
Gotcha.
Paranoia Agent is just not as confusing.
Really? Okay.
Paranoia Agent is it's like more of a mystery.
Yeah.
It's like, how does this guy exist? Type of deal. And that Paranoia Agent is very fascinating, but the ending of this movie is like Paranoia Agent as well. Like a kind of like grand ending. It's similar with no dreams. It's more paranoia. This movie, Paprika, is fascinating. It's kind of everything I thought it would be. Yeah. But it was way more confusing than I thought. I needed to watch an analysis video.
Yeah.
I needed to, because I just didn't get the cop thing. But I still don't fully understand the movie, but
me neither.
I really respect this movie.
I respect it too. This is a movie where sometimes I'll watch a movie and it'll be beyond my capabilities as like a movie watcher. Like I won't be able to understand it. I won't be able to like fully grasp like what the movie wants me to feel or anything. And when you do that, it's like it's a question of like, is this actually boring and bad, or is it really smart, and am I just stupid? And when I watch Paprika, I can tell like, no, this is smart. Like I know that I'm very aware that I can get to a point where I understand this movie, and I'm excited to watch it over and over again as the years go by to try and understand it more with each watch. Yeah.
Yeah. This movie really got me. I was honed in.
Yeah.
Full blast attention.
Me too.
And I still couldn't wrap my head around it.
It's interesting. Like, I can wrap my head around the plot. Like, I can tell you what happens at the end of the movie, but I can't tell you what the experience is like, because most of the experience was me just being kind of confused. And I think I kind of understand what the movie wants me to feel, but it's so daunting, like conceptually. Like,
dude.
There's
like
like,
that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, it's conceptually a lot to take in. It's like there's dreams in dreams, and there's dreams in the real world, and the real world is also in and of itself a dream, and there's also thematic purposes. There's also thematic undertones to a dream being like limitless and being in and of itself. So with those thematic undertones and with those practical overtones, it's just like, how the fuck am I supposed to think about this? Like, this is so cool, but I'm so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating.
This would be the best movie to recommend a second time, like a year from now or something. Yeah.
Sure. Because that's, well,
yeah,
that scene, bro, like where, you know, they wake up, like the girl, Chiba, I think, Chiba and the old guy wake up when she was like in the dream, and then like they go in a car, drive to the old guy's house. The old guy gets up and it has like wood legs. I was like, oh my. I was fucked. And
yeah, they're still in the dream. Yeah.
What really got me was fucking the scene where the guy, the bad guy who got shot, like rips open Paprika, revealing Chiba. So now Chiba is like in the dream, like deep in the dream now, and then like the cop goes through the screen, the movie screen, saves her, and then like when he saves her, it's like it's just a movie, and it's like the end, and then he kisses her, and then you see Paprika like clapping in the crowd. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
It's so like big brain. I feel like if you can follow this movie, it's like the best movie ever made. Like, I really think that this, if I understand this movie, it will be a 10. But it's so much to take in. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I was following, bro, but like once they added, like once the dude saved her, and then the movie is like the end, I lost it, bro. I lost it. I was gone at that point.
Right.
I was too far gone. But you know, like I guess it's like escapism and surrealism is a major theme. Like I think the escapism part is like the movies, right?
I know, it's meta. It's like you're watching a movie and we're talking about movie. It's really cool. I really like that.
Yeah, it's like it's so insane because I don't know how it ties into the suicide part. You know?
The suicide. What are you talking about?
When the cop was like, I never thought about it. He was like, I never thought about it. Like, you know what I mean? He saw the dude he shot, and he saw himself.
Yeah.
And he was like, I never thought about suicide. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Right. Yeah.
That was confusing. But yeah, it's like, you know, you go to movies,
right,
to escape life, and you dream to escape life.
Yeah, I think I'm sorry for interrupting, but I think what the suicide thing was, because his whole arc was like the fact that he didn't do the movies and he didn't live the life that his friend, that he felt like he should have lived with his like film buddy or whatever, and he kind of abandoned the movies. And in the beginning he's like, I hate movies, and that's like one of the big things, and he like killed that version of himself, I guess. And then by the end of the movie he like becomes like a part of the movie, and he accepts the fact that he is like a movie person and or whatever. I think his arc is tied into that. I think it was representative of his like character arc rather than like being objectively like that's another thing with this movie. Like a lot of it is not real, and it's communicating an idea. And when it shows like I killed myself, it's like that's trying to say something deeper than just like he shot himself. And it's a question of like what is that saying and how does it tie into the movie?
Yeah. The cop lost, since he doesn't like movies, he can't use movies as like escape from life. So now he uses dreams. And now he uses both by the end, because at the end when Chiba picks the fat guy, or loves the fat guy, when he walks away with the old scientist, whatever, old doctor, and he's like, well, yeah, I lost Chiba, but I can still have Paprika, you know?
That's what the fat guy says?
No, that's what the cop says.
Okay. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I lost Chiba, but I can still have Paprika.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so he still uses Paprika as an escape. But by the end, he goes to the movie to watch Dreaming Children as another escape.
Yeah.
I guess he was cured from his turmoil with the whole movie thing.
Yeah.
I get
this escapism theme is like I never thought about that word specifically, but that's very enlightening. Yeah.
Yeah, it really tied in for me once he said, I lost you, but I can still have Paprika.
Right. Yeah.
So he's dreaming real hard.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That outcome. Even in his own movie, he had fucking Chiba.
Right.
I lost her in real life. So what matters?
Yeah.
What matters? Yeah. So that he was dope.
Yeah, I guess that is the theme of the movie. I never thought about it with the word escapism specifically, but yeah, you're right. I guess everybody really wants to be in like dreamland, and everybody has a different motivation for like the main bad guy. He's like, I want to just turn the world into a dream where anybody can do whatever they want, and it's like cool.
And then Chiba's interesting too, because you know how like, because I feel like she uses the dreams as well. I feel like she likes her Paprika counterpart more than herself.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think she likes being in dreamland, so it can just be this person like she can't be, but wants to be. You know, really interesting. Mm-hmm. You know when she like Paprika just pull up through the window, or like just behind her.
I fucking love that. That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just dope.
Yeah, I love literally. I don't even know if I can put it into words, but the intro of this movie when like it's just Paprika like running through the world, and like there's all these like super smart like editing choices where like I don't even remember the specific ones, but she's like running across the hall, but her running across the hall, I think it starts out as her like normal body, and then she turns into a reflection on the wall, and it's like constantly going back and forth as to whether she's real or whether she's not real by like flipping between being like a part of like the scenery. She walks behind the dude, and then she's like in the dude's like shirt. It's like the best. I love the intros to these movies, man. And I love one thing I wanted to say is that the song, like the main song for like the parade is used to such great effect. They play it over and over and over again, but it's not annoying, because when you hear the song, I love how it's used in the ending, because when you hear the song in the real world, it's like, oh my God, the dream entered like the real fucking world. Let's go. Like, this is really bad. And it's so cool. Like it's cause they use the song very well.
The song, you know, the parade too, because the first guy, the old guy, when he jumps out the window, and he gets mind fucked by the parade, because his backdrop is like a desert, and he gets like the representation of the mind fuck was the parade, like like going in the desert.
Yeah.
You know, like parade is like so janky. It's like
Mm-hmm.
boom, 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 boom.
I love the jankiness of it. Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so scary
Yeah.
when like the people, like the real people in the real world, are turning into like random things at a parade. It's like
Yeah, and then
seeing the dream
they
world
have the
invade the real
dolls
world.
and
Yeah, they like someone
like
just turned into a fucking guitar. It's like, oh my god, he's a guitar.
it's crazy because like each like even like the small appliances, there's so much detail in the parade. You know,
Yeah, I know.
it's chaos, right? And then like the old guy gets mind fucked by that chaos and he fucking
Yeah.
jumps. But you know, this is it's just like Paranoid Agent. It's like the whole parade thing. It's that kind of happens in Paranoid Agent,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like how it's used is interesting because it's like a collective. How do I say? It's like mass hysteria, and like instead of like it being dreams, it's like mass hysteria, and it's like it's really dope.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
kind of wish I saw this before Paranoid Agent.
Yeah. Did Paranoia Agent come after this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering if we should have gone in order because this, I don't know if Perfect Blue or Millennium Actress are gonna like live up to this. This is like so good.
I think Perfect Blue can.
Yeah, they're both good.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Millennium Actress on accident.
Oh, how did you see it on accident?
I fucking thought we had it planned, and I watched it.
What? For what?
Right after our call, like fucking hopped on the game for a little. Actually, no, I took a shower, and then I fucking like watched it that night. I was like, oh yeah, Millennium Actress. Watched it.
Oh my god! Which for this call?
Yeah.
Oh wow! All
But
right.
I can say that to next call.
Do you want to, being that you already watched it, do you want to just watch Perfect Blue and Millennium Actress so you can like watch something else like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Since I already have that knocked out, and don't worry, I can still fucking talk about that.
Okay. Okay. So for next episode, Blade Runner, Katanagari, and fucking Perfect Blue and Millennium Actress.
This is gonna be a long wait, right? Actually, let's talk about this after Paprika.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And I love when she says, "We'll just add a little paprika." Oh,
Yeah, I thought that was so cool. What was the full context of that line? I remember it was really cool.
it's like, it's because you know how the girl, like her real self,
Mm-hmm.
went to save the fat dude,
Right.
and Paprika's like, "Oh, we just gotta add a little paprika." Like, and she like jumps in,
Right.
so that she like added her true version of herself,
Yeah.
and then became the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that was dope. It's like
It's
like paprika, you know.
it is.
That was so cool. That was a dope ass line.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Like she added her true version,
Mhm.
or her true self became her true self,
Right.
or the person you want to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Oh
that's,
yo, when Chiba and Paprika pulled up at the same time, that was crazy.
that was crazy too. Yeah, they're running like side. It's like what the fuck is? It's so. I love how like this movie doesn't put a lot of weight. Like if that happened in like, I don't know, fucking Summer Wars, it would be like, that's the big twist at the end of the movie. Like, and I guess it kind of is at this movie, but it's very nonchalant. It just keeps going, and it's. I remember you said this about Steins Gate, but I feel like it applies to this movie like way more than Steins Gate. It's like, dude, if you're not following, I'm not waiting for you. Like it's like I'm trying to catch up. I'm running along, and the movie's just like, and I'm just like, I give up.
Like I told you, when I saw the cinema thing with the end,
Right.
the movie was too far for me to catch up.
I know.
But
Yeah.
I really like Paprika. I really like her design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's so cool. I like the way she looks. I like how she looks.
She's just so different from like Chiba, you know, like.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's wearing like a little tank top.
Yeah.
She's like always happy. Chiba in the real world is not. You don't see her smile until she like hugs the fat guy.
Dude. Yeah. There's something dreamlike about her, but she looks so normal. And maybe it's what you said. Maybe it's because she's happy. Maybe it's because no one in the real world is fucking happy. So you see her smiling, and it's like, oh, she's so beautiful. She doesn't feel real, and she.
You know what I
isn't
just
real.
noticed?
Mm-hmm.
When she goes into the dream world, and she's in the dream world as Chiba,
Mm-hmm.
and she jumps over that rail and almost like kills herself.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that never happened with Paprika. It only happened with her real body.
Right.
But that's so trippy. Because
Yeah.
why wasn't she Paprika if she was in the dream?
I think that. Let me not pretend like I know what's going on.
That's so trippy. I think
Well,
it's because she was getting mind fucked. That's why.
yeah.
That's why. It wasn't really a dream. She got mind fucked. So that makes sense.
Mm.
But yeah, like she only got what happened to the old guy. She was like,
Yeah.
that editing was dope. The way it's like,
Yeah.
that was dope.
Wait,
That was
which
so
which part? Which part?
When like she's in the dream world and then she like sees the doll, she's gonna hop the rail, but in real life she'll hop the railing about to kill herself.
Yeah, yeah.
That was fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
That was so cool. It
cool.
looked so cool.
Yeah, and the movie does not weigh on it too much. It's like, yep, that happened, but we got to keep moving. It's like we don't have a lot of time. I love the pacing of this movie. It just boom, boom. Like this is one of those movies where it's like, this is like, I think I would go as far as to say this is like peak definition of like try hard, because it's asking for you to digest this as a piece of art and derive like a feeling from this movie rather than just like having your gamer brain like satiated by like what's happening. It's trying to be like, what do dreams mean to you? What do dreams mean to you, and what does it mean to these characters? And what feeling are you supposed to derive by watching this story about dreams and the value of dreams? It's that, but it's also like doing such high concept stuff that enhances that to a degree where like it's asking you to use like your logical, just the logical part of your brain and like the philosophical side of your brain. So it's asking for like everything from you. It takes all of my like energy to be able to like understand this movie.
Yeah,
and
I know. This is like the same thing with Memento. I was trying so hard.
Yeah. Do you think this is as hard as Memento? Do you think it's harder? Do you think what do you think?
I think this one's harder.
I think it's harder as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to comprehend. It's so out there.
Yeah, dude. Sure. It was so good though. Yeah. I love this movie. I'm happy. I'm so happy I watched it. But I've known about the movie for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm watching them. You know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They're so good.
Let's rinse through these anime ones. Let's get it over with so we can get on to more movies like this. This week, like I watched a 10 out of 10 movie. I watched a 7 out of 10 movie that I loved, and Paprika is so big. I'm not even. I had it as a 7. I removed my rating. I can't.
Bro, I literally did the same thing, bro. I had it as an 8, but I can't rate it.
I can't rate this shit. It's impossible. We gotta watch it like again. We have to talk about this again. I'm really glad that you're as confused as I am, because I always like to be prepared when I hop on these. Like I watched Jinro twice. I watched Thing, and I was watching this. I'm like, fuck, bro. Like I want to watch this again, but I don't have the time. And one of these days, we'll watch Paprika again, and we'll do our homework on it. We'll try to decipher it piece by piece, you know.
Yeah. I can't rate
it.
But you know, it's so cool though.
Yeah. I have a list of things, like possible 10s, like things that I think are masterpieces, but I don't fully grasp them yet. So they're on the maybe section. Like 2001: A Space Odyssey, That's probably like one of the best movies of all time, but I don't get it, so I'm not going to give it a 10, right?
I've seen so many like analysis
theories.
videos on the movie.
There's a lot to analyze. It's fucking like, it's so vague.
You know what it is too? There's this YouTuber who did like an analysis video, but like he is as like ambiguous as the movie. I don't even know what the
that's really funny. That's funny.
Like I know what this fucking guy's talking about.
Like by the end of Paprika, it basically tells you what happened. Like the movie is very, very explicit. Like, guys, this is what's happening in the movie. It's just really confusing. Yeah.
I love the ending too. I love how he the cop, he sees fucking Millennium actors, Perfect Blue.
I know. Like that's not just there to be a fun cameo. Like that means something. Like, oh my god.
It's like
a movie's about movies talking about my old movies. Isn't that fire, guys?
And then he went to go see on a movie called Dreaming Children.
Recommended by Paprika. Like, it's so cool.
Literally a dream character.
A dream character. I can't put into words a lot of this stuff. Like, a lot of the movie is about how dreams are more real than the real world, and how they mean more to the characters than the real world does, and that's the appeal of Paprika. She's so cool compared to everybody else. She's so appealing. So when Paprika recommends a movie, it's like, the fuck? Like, I wonder how that movie is, bro. Like, I want to watch that shit, you know?
Yeah.
I literally like, when they said that, I was like, is that a real movie? I want to watch that. Like, I literally thought that.
Dude, I know, right?
Yeah.
I would literally watch that.
Dude.
For the next episode.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Bro.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Yeah. Paprika.
No rating.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I'm leaving it blank for now. Yeah.
I'm just so happy I'm like finally watching these movies.
Yeah.
I've been
Me too.
Sitting on them for so long, dude. Now I'm gonna watch Perfect. Perfect Blue is like the first like anime movie that like I've been holding off for like years and years.
So we're gonna watch that one next. That's the next one.
Yeah, I'm down there.
Blade Runner 2049.
So Paprika unrated for now. Probably gonna be like 9 for me.
I sincerely think that this will be a 10. The next time I watch it. Well, not the next time. Whenever I understand this movie and I fully grasp it, and I feel comfortable giving it a 10, then you know what this reminded me of? It reminded me a lot of American Psycho. Like, there's parts in American Psycho where it's like, did that just happen, or was that fake? Like, this movie did that a lot.
Yeah.
And
just that concept is just so cool.
American Psycho is also unrated for me. I did not rate that movie when I finished. I was like, I will not pretend like I get this movie. Yeah.
We should watch it in these episodes.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. But
yeah.
For next episode, you said you're gonna take a while, right?
Yeah. So the next episode will be a while. Today's the 15th. Okay. I actually have been holding in. I need to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Right.
While we think about this. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right. So what were we talking about? Fucking the next episode. Let me look on my schedule real quick. You know, being that you watched Millennium Actress, I don't want it to be too long until we record the next one. So maybe we can squeeze in another one before before I go to the Anime Boston thing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can do Millennium Actress, Perfect Blue, and Blade Runner 2049. And then we can save Katanagari for like after that one. You know, that'll give us even more time.
Right.
Yeah. So, would you like to do that?
Yeah, we'll do this one next week.
Yes.
All right. Perfect Blue, Millennium Actress, a Blade Runner.
Millennium Actress and Blade Runner and Perfect Blue.
Yeah.
All right.
But I watched Millennium Actress, and
when
I
did you
was like-
realize that you weren't supposed to
Bro.
watch it?
after, I was like, because you know what it was? Like, I didn't even realize after, because I searched up Satoshi Kon. No, I searched up hosted after, and I was like Summer Wars. I saw Summer Wars. I was like, I'm supposed to watch that. Then I looked at the list. Then I saw Millennium Actress wasn't there. I was like,
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to talking about that. Let me just.
have you seen that before?
Yep, I've seen all of them before. Yeah. So. Oh, is it on? It's on Amazon Prime. I don't even have to buy this. Yay.
Is Belle good?
Huh?
Is Belle good? Jose's newest movie?
I didn't see it.
Oh, I thought you did.
Yeah, I didn't.
It looks crazy.
It looks like it's like the same kind of movie as Summer Wars. So after watching Summer Wars, I'm incredibly excited because it seems like the same thing.
Bro,
Like the
the
same
voice
kind
actor
of-
was the girl in Euphoria.
The English voice actor?
Yeah.
The trans woman?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's fucking cool.
That's a 95% on Taco Meter.
What the fuck is taco meter?
The scale on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, that taco meter?
Yeah, this is the audience score and then the Taco Meter. Taco Meter. Oh. Taco Meter. Tomato Meter.
Oh, Manny, you said taco. I was like,
know.
what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Holy shit. Oh, man.
That was crazy.
Tacos. Man. I was like, they did another rating service based on like a food? Really? That's crazy. What does a bad taco look like? Does it just have like stinky like things coming out of it?
Stinky?
Yeah, like when when you draw those like those translucent like green lines over something to say that it's stinky. Yeah. It's a stinky taco, guys. Fresh taco.
Other than that, Love is War is doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
Spy Family is doing well.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
And that's about it.
I
I think there were some things that I have to say. If you have anything to say, go ahead and say it. Yeah. There were some things to bring up. The Dragon Ball, there was a new trailer and they announced like a worldwide release date. Like it's going in theaters in the same way that Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen did for us. And it's going to be sometime in the summer. So sometime in these next coming months, we're going to be talking about the new Dragon Ball movie. Yeah, and I'm obviously looking forward to that. Yeah, so I wanted to just bring that up. Did you see the new trailer? Yeah. We'll see how it is. I wonder what we're going to talk about on that episode, if we're going to talk about something else Dragon Ball related.
am not going to watch any more trailers because
You feel like it's telling you too much?
that's what fucking the Broly trailer did.
Yeah. Yeah. If it didn't show Gogeta, it might be like one of the best movie theater experiences ever. Oh my god. If they didn't show Gogeta, it would be on par with like Captain America lifting Thor's hammer. It would be like the same weight as that. It would be like, no shot. No shot.
That would have been insane.
Yeah. Gogeta. Gogeta. People would literally be cheering in the theater. People would be screaming. Ah! Gogeta! Oh man, nah.
Yeah. That would have been great.
That would have been
That's
great.
why I'm going to save myself and refrain from future trailers because
Yeah. Do you feel like you've been spoiled by them so far?
I don't even remember what happened in the trailer. So
Me neither. Wasn't anything, nothing super remarkable that really sticks out to me.
maybe they learned their lesson.
Yeah, maybe they did. Or maybe the movie's just boring as fuck and nothing does happen.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. We'll see. We'll see.
Right. I'm not in the shower.
Wait. Hold on. Before you go take a shower, there was, I need to look this up because I don't actually have the full article, but there is, I saw an article saying that there was going to be a 15th anniversary celebration for Mononoke. Not Princess Mononoke, our Mononoke.
My Mononoke.
Fine, Manny, you're Mononoke. The Mononoke is set. Wait, it has been nearly 15 years since the Mononoke TV anime. Blah 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 blah. Began airing in the blah 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 blah. And to celebrate the original series, we will be starting a 15th anniversary project. The first of the project will be an event on June 18th at Fuji TV headquarters, where more information will be announced.
Oh, that's dope.
I think Mononoke might be coming back in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'm all in for that. As long as they keep the look.
Yeah, I think it's too integral. Mononoke is something that if it ever came back or something, it's way too. It's like the whole point, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it has to look that. People would not watch it if it looked like fucking like Jobless or something. It's like it's yeah. Nissan medicine Sala, what are you doing? Like just some like stupid isekai shit.
Was there a dub?
No.
Interesting.
Let me actually look that up. Let me confirm that. I don't know.
Medicine Seller would have sounded cool.
Yeah, he definitely would have.
He got swag.
Yeah, that nigga does have swag. Bitch ass Harrison Ford ain't got no fucking swag. Ain't pull no bitches.
Harrison Ford sold.
He can't even get a real girlfriend. He has to get a robot girlfriend. Ha, what a beta.
Shit, if that was me, when she put her hair down, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joshing.
Nah, there's no dub.
Okay, thank you. I'm really bad at looking shit up. I don't have that skill.
Yeah, that's dope. We'll see what happens with that.
We'll see what happens.
Look. All right, bro.
All right, broski. So Monday.
Monday.
Write them down.
I did.
Yeah, don't accidentally watch another one of those Mamoru Hosoda movies. I'll write your
Fucking Hosoda's been letting me down.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll be taking a break from those. We won't watch those for a while. It's gonna be a long time before we continue that. All right. But I think the next one would be Wolf Children, if you're interested.
I actually do want to watch that one. I want to watch Belle too. Belle looks cool.
Yeah, Belle. I'm interested in Belle. Hold on. What are the other ones?
Mirai.
Mirai and Wolf Children. I think that's it.
I don't mind, man.
The Boy and the Beast. I forgot about that one.
I don't really mind knocking them all out, to be honest, but
Okay.
we'll see.
We'll do that. We'll do that when we cross that road after Katanagari and whatever. Maybe when we do Katanagari, we can do Wolf Children and Boy and the Beast. They are the furry movies, so it would be appropriate.
We should have watched those with Beastar.
I know, right? I know. Yeah.
But okay, bro.
All right.
I'm out of here.
All right. Thank you.
Next
Manny.
week.
Next week, as always. And probably won't talk to you on your B-Day, but happy birthday when your birthday does roll up.
Yeah, just
in between.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
I'm trying to get out work that day.
Yeah, you gotta go have fun, do something.
Yeah.
All right.
I was just gonna fucking watch Blade Runner that day, but.
Cool. Did you get?
This one is a longer movie.
It is. How long is it?
It's like 240.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Did you Did you get my care package over?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't. No.
Okay. Well, it should have.
I'd have to go check.
Okay.
I'll go check tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely do that. Alrighty.
Bye. Till Monday. See you later, bro.
See ya. Deuces.